You know those hella coyotes, dude?
Yeah, dude.
Shit.
Let's go hunting,
Hella
bro.
yotes, bro.
Hella
right
yotes.
out the window.
Right on cue as
Holy shit.
soon as we turn the podcast on. Currently podcasting.
We were finally quiet for once.
Right.
That's all we hear is yotes going nuts.
They were like close, too. It sounds like they were right there.
A couple houses down, maybe. That's nuts.
We should see if we could talk to them in their own native tongue. What does the fox say or whatever? I don't even know. I never understood that. So. What, dude?
That's what the fox says, bro.
This is why people tune in to know the important things.
So, we literally just started recording. The whole fucking idea has been derailed immediately.
Different plans
Everything.
than that.
This is exactly how the last one went,
This
too.
is how it goes.
We had all these
last one. Speaking of which, what is this, episode 8?
Episode 8, yes.
Episode
8.
Stop referencing the off-screen
I
materials.
got you. I'm just double checking, bro. I don't want to be lying to our loyal viewers.
No, you wouldn't want to do that.
No, exactly. I want to make sure that it is episode
Loyal
8.
viewers, by the way, all 100 of you, which we very much so appreciate.
We've done made it, bro.
We made it.
We're famous.
We can retire now. 100 people? Most of y'all don't even know 100 people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
100 people care what we have to say.
Yeah.
100 peeps right there, dude. Right there in the Shooting the Poop podcast. I would like to take full credit for bumping the mic, but for also the logo, the channel just existing in and of itself to begin with, the logo, the name, you know, all the most viewed shorts, and best podcast topics clearly come from me, you know, here on this.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't be here without scales, tactical scales. And I would like to say that at least, I would probably say that at least Cheyenne and all 7 of her bot accounts are, you got that. You got at least 8 subs out of the 100.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And those are good numbers, dude.
I'd say I
For
got
a brand new channel.
At least a solid 10%.
10%
are probably mine.
Roughly.
Because I know of a couple others that have subbed.
Oh, yeah, just maybe. Other lizard people, bear in mind you.
Yeah.
So nothing really to write home about.
A couple non-lizard peeps, but, you know. At least one non-lizard peep.
Because Jacob's also a lizard person. So...
I'm not talking about Jacob.
No, I know, but I'm just saying I've only known you to know other lizard people. That's usually how you got... I'm not a lizard person, right?
Oh,
he
knows
me.
Yo ass.
Yeah, he don't even know me like that, I guess. I don't know why we got a podcast together. Complete and total strangers.
Yeah. What are you doing in my house?
Yeah, I have no idea. It happened the one time, and we just like, come back next week for more, so... I guess. But no, seriously, huge shout out to, for one, Scales for being a part of this.
I tried.
Literally 50% of it, they say, is right down the middle. I thought we
just talked about it was 10%.
Yeah, but I like to give you the benefit of the doubt. I think you're capable.
I'd say at the most, realistically, like 15%.
No,
that's what I'd say.
No, probably like a strong 11. But I fucking love this dude. And so do you guys. And at least 100 of y'all, and we very much so appreciate it. It's honestly awesome. Obviously, we've gotten to 100 subs way quicker than I ever got to 100 subs. And we had a little bit of help along the way.
Bit piggybacking too, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, though,
once you made it, it's easier to make it again.
On that. Well, I don't know if I made it.
Oh, you done made it, bro.
I haven't made it.
We'll go through that later.
No, I haven't made it.
You made it.
No, because think of this is just the cusp.
You haven't made it. You're just starting.
Right.
You know.
No, but not even that.
You're just gaining traction.
I'm a nothing nobody from nowhere.
But he's somebody.
No, I'm not. I'm really not. But the fact that we got 100 subs, I'm almost mad.
Yeah.
We should have more, motherfuckers.
Definitely. I mean, especially if you look at our fucking views, bro.
Like,
we got some.
Why are you
we
not
got a video over 2,000
dude?
Views on one of our
2,000 views, dude. We didn't get one sub from that.
Probs now.
Shade.
Probs now.
Government, YouTube, lizard people. He's working with them.
They're all the lizard people.
They're colluding, dude. There's lizard collusion.
They're not my type of lizard people, though.
Right. There's different strains.
Different kinds of lizard people.
Illuminati.
You know.
Variants.
Yeah.
You know. That's.
It's problematic.
Yeah.
I'm like the gecko of the lizard people. You know, they're the ones running that shit. You know.
Kind of just chill.
No, they ain't chilling at all, bro.
Geckos ain't chilling, dude?
No, fucking lizard people we got to deal with ain't chilling, dude. It depends on what kind of geck, dude.
I don't know. See,
it's like there's some gecks like, you know, like a leopard geck or something, they just be chilling, right? Then there's like the tokay gecko that just wants to murder your ass.
One would argue that a leopard gecko sounds like it might not be chilling.
But they be chilling like crazy.
Right, but because it's a leopard, though.
Yeah. Well, that's just because of the pattern.
Well, of course.
They be hoeing and shit, got that leopard print on, you know?
Of course,
but just how it be sometimes.
Right.
Like, these are more like the Tokay Gecks, dude.
I have no
The
idea.
big-ass motherfuckers, big-ass teeth that like to fucking murder you, kill you, and then kill your soul as it's leaving your body.
How does a gecko kill a human?
Well, they don't, but they want to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But they will attempt to?
They will attempt to, 100%. Every chance they get.
And what kind of damage can one of those
Well,
geckos
they'll tear you up. They got some fucking teeth. They're like fucking this big. They're fucking big-ass geckos with big-ass teeth. They will tear you up.
Why do they want to harm humans? Like
just because they're fucking evil.
But like
I don't
just
know, dude.
Specifically humans?
No, everything. Oh. Anything that moves, they will destroy. Yes.
But like, don't they know that there's stuff that's bigger than them?
Yeah. They don't care.
How nimble are they? Are they
extremely?
Like,
extremely.
And they just crawl up you and like.
We have one loose the shop right now. That has been loose. That has been loose for over 15 years now. Still survives.
Do you
Big
see
as
the
fuck.
motherfucker?
Sometimes.
What do you
I've gotten my hands on it a couple times.
What?
Never could actually grab it.
What does he eat? All the fucking shit just
loose crickets. We got bins full of crickets that are just left open all fucking night. It could crawl into whatever the hell else gets loose, mice, whatever the hell.
How are cricks left open and they don't just all get out?
Because the fucking bin's tall enough they can't jump out.
How high can a crick jump?
This is the thing is, we've already completely derailed this podcast. But so as far as
you brought it up,
so I'm just trying to say that I'm not these type of lizards people.
No, okay? But I do appreciate the knowledge on the different animals.
As far as the crickets go, right? Okay, so when a cricket jumps, generally you see them jumping outwards.
Okay.
That's generally how they jump. They don't have much of a vertical.
Okay.
They have a vertical over a longer jump. They can go higher, right? But when you have in a bin that's more narrow, you know, this way, not too big, when they're jumping, they can't jump straight up. They're jumping out and up. So they can't jump out far enough.
Don't they like most bugs have like sticky feet or whatever that they could climb up walls?
They can climb, but nothing slick. So they're plastic bins.
Okay.
They're slick sided. They can't crawl up the sides.
Okay. Interesting.
So
I would have never known. Like I would have assumed you would have had to cover your cricks, like share, comment, subscribe. But apparently not. It just has to be tall enough.
And they're not even that tall. It's just normal like storage bin.
And how many cricks would you say?
There's usually at least
because once you pile them up,
there's at least like 2,000 per bin at any given time.
And how much does 2,000
you have 3 of those
cricks
bins.
cost?
Depends on how you're buying them. You can buy 1,000 kind of cricks from us for $26, or you can buy them at $1.25 a dozen. But if you buy them at $1.25 a dozen, 1,000 of them then would be 83 dozen times $1.25 would give you about $100.
You sure that math is correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, 100.
So how do you get it for $26?
100 and wait.
And then it jumps to
$100.75.
Automatically, when you got a nickel and dime the bag of cricks, dude. When you're slanging cricks, dude.
Well, when I'm selling you
ATF, Access to Freedom, and we should not be giving him as much free promotion as we do.
Much. He's got more subs than we do at this point.
He very much so does not even deserve it. But he actually accused me the other day. Of slanging cricks that you give me at a discount, and then I go slang cricks on the corner, and that's how I get. Because I was talking mad shit about
selling some bootleg ass cricks,
bootlegging cricks, dude. Because I was talking shit about his.
Hey kids, you want some crickets?
I was talking shit about. I think he was talking shit about his gun collection and shit. And he was like, "Yeah, well, I could have fucking guns too, like you, if I fucking got scales to give me a bunch of bootleg ass crickets and fucking sell them on the corner for profit." And it's just funny that you mentioned that, because now we are legitimately talking about that, like completely separated. Like there's no correlation, but maybe we should big money moves.
Hey man, it's a fucking.
If anybody needs some discounted cricks,
I've had a lot of people talking about cricket deliveries.
Yeah.
You know, want just crickets delivered to their house, so they don't have to go out because people are lazy and shit.
Right.
There'll be some money.
And you're worried about the scamdemic. Yeah. You got to put 18 masks on and have 37 jabs in your body.
No, we can't talk about that, bro. We're on YouTube, bro. They're gonna get mad.
Fuck you, too.
At everything that we want to do with our lives. Just all of it, man.
They've been fucking with everybody. They've been fucking with me. They've been fucking with you. They've been fucking with everybody. And they just recently...
Mad fuckery.
Recently, just came up with some new shit about the 3D printing shit. Because a few senators or whatever they were all worried about it. We got the ATF thing coming out in, what is it? August, April. It's something with an A, I'm pretty sure. It's a couple months out, few months out. They're going to make their determination about the braces, about P.80 shit, about whatever, which stay tuned for more on that, okay? So, just different shit, but then 3D printing and like the whole ghost guns and whatever, and people, oh, don't say ghost guns because you're giving them ammo for their clipazine of tyranny. But what they invented that term, and yeah, fuck them, dude. Fuck them. It's a ghost gun. You're not supposed to know it exists. You shouldn't know any of our guns exist. You shouldn't know about anything that we do.
You shouldn't care.
Yeah, exactly. Because the only people that would care are people that are tyrants and that are trying to do some shit wherein you owning a firearm to protect yourself would come into play, which means they are planning on doing some evil fucking corrupt ass shit, which obviously, if you haven't found that out by now, I mean, it's like Patrick Starfish, you're living under a fucking rock, dude. So yeah, that's the whole point. It's a big fuck you to the government, and two, it's fun to build and you know, whatever, like everything is unique. You made it yourself, you know. And Americans have always had that right since the beginning of time. You've always had the right to manufacture your own firearms. It's always been legal in any state whatsoever. And obviously, California, New Yorkistan, and whatever bullshit places like that have like more stipulations and whatever. But like Reno May did the fucking 3D printed Glock that had to be a bolt action, and you have to weld in enough amount of steel and whatever the fuck. So and it has to be serialized, I'm pretty sure. But so it's like completely. But like, it's still, you've as an American always been able to build your own firearms, and that's the thing too. Is like they wanna take away the P80s and the 3D printing and the this, that, and the other thing. I could go to Home Depot, get a 12 gauge pipe that'll fit a 12 gauge in it. Okay,
3/4 inch.
Yeah, and then get a fucking screw cap, not even a screw cap, just a cap that fits flush over that, and put a fucking tack or a nail or whatever on the inside of it, and boom, it's a single shot 12 gauge shotgun, okay? Which you can take that and do something with it. You can even make it Royal Nunsuch. I don't know if you're familiar with Royal Nunsuch. He used to make, back in the day, and then he started working with Serbu and shit. But he would make all of his own, the Slamfire shotguns. He even had a mag-fed Slamfire shotgun made out of like fucking pipe and PVC and different shit. He had the fucking the one bow and arrow shit, like the full. It wasn't maybe full auto, but what's that other guy?
Fucking
from overseas.
York Sprout.
Yeah, that
slingshot.
That dude, that
dude's hella fucking shit, dude.
You're not gonna be able to stop this. You can't stop the signal, no matter what. And plus, once it's on the internet, motherfuckers, it's there for good. So, and people know how to access that. So it's all just an exercise in futility at the end of the day. But it does make it far more difficult for the law-abiding, contributing member of society to continue to be law-abiding. That being said, if the laws are repugnant to the Constitution, as we've talked about many times, it is literally your civic duty to disobey them. So, call me a criminal, call me whatever. Live free. Like, live as constitutionally as you feel comfortable. Like, you have these rights whether a piece of paper tells you you do or not. You have these rights whether the government says you don't or not. And we're seeing that with the Canadian thing. They're now doing, we are doing. I mean, not us, we're not truckers. But, like, there's a United States one. They're supposedly going to D.C. That's happening, I think, now, today, maybe even started yesterday and tomorrow. And they're meeting up in Gurnee, Illinois, I believe, or something like that, I heard. And then they're going to convene with some other people and then end up in D.C. And I don't know what they're planning on doing or whatever it is, but shout out to those people. That's awesome. You know, and that's, but they're going to turn it into another January 6th. They're going to do it. They're going to make it be so it's there's some kind of false flag activity or somebody's going to get fucking shot or something's going to, they might even fucking, God forbid, do some shit. Like the government 100% did 9/11. The government 100% did Sandy Hook. The government 100% did all these fucking things. The Gulf of Tonkin. Like all that shit the government is responsible for. And people just said the CIA, the Fast and Furious, the drug running with the fucking Contra motherfucker, all that shit.
The government all they do is protect us.
Shit.
All they do is protect us.
Right.
Come on.
Right. No, you're right. Well, how dare I?
Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
Speaking out of turn, you know. It's just, when it comes down to it, like, you really have to realize what is going on and what already has gone on and where we are in this country. And not even just this country, but all over the world. You see what the fuck is happening. And people are finally a little bit starting to wake up. But it's not enough yet. Because they are still not afraid enough. And it's not a violent thing. It's not a whatever. It's just there is more of us, pure, plain, simple end of the day. Yep. There's more of us than there are of them. And they might be more heavily armed than we are. And again, I hope it never once comes to violence. Never, not once. I don't want anybody to get fucked up over some shit that could have been settled with words. Never once. But they're perpetrating evils upon us that words cannot fix. And it's only going to get worse. So, you know, it's everybody's got a different line in the sand, but it's good to see that people are finally standing up and speaking out little by little, okay? Because that's what it is. If you stand up and speak out now and use your words now, you won't, because if you don't, you end up back into a corner and it's fight or flight. You're either going to have to go along with the flow, go with the plan, and hop on the fucking FEMA train cars to the camps, okay? Like Joe Morgan was calling it summer camp or whatever. We're not going to summer camp. You know, we will miss that train. Or you got to fight. And those are both shitty options. Because if there were to be some kind of disruption in this country like that, it would fuck everything up for everybody. And then at the same time, all the other countries that hate us are going to come and fuck us up too. So, that's last resort always.
Nobody wants that.
But understand that it is a resort. And we're not talking vacation, bitch. So...
We ain't going to Mexico.
Yeah. Well, you can't even anymore. They'll chop you up and send you back piece by piece till they get their money. But yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing. It's fucked up. We've already tirade and but it's important shit. It's important shit. Now. It's important shit. But
it's fucked.
Yeah. But speaking of talking about ghost glizzies and all types of shit like that, this is one of my newest builds. It is obviously a Polymer 80. It is a home-built firearm, which is completely legal. There is no serial number on it. I'm rocking the Streamlight TLR 1S on there. It has a Faxon Match Series titanium nitrided barrel that is also fluted. It's beautiful. If it will focus. There we go. And then we got the Exos comp on there, also provided by Faxon. Huge shout out to Faxon Firearms. They make high-end, and I mean high-end, accoutrement, parts, accessories. Pretty sure they got complete slides and stuff. This slide specifically is an AOA slide. It's ARM or Ally, and you can get the slide. I got the slide incomplete, but Cerakoted for, I think it was either $135 or $155. You get the slide completion kit for $50-$60, and sick. They're all cut for RMRs, so it's direct mount too. You don't need a plate, which is nice. So I have a dot coming from Viridian that will go on here. Sights. We got the comp. The barrel is awesome. Accurate. It's supposed to be match grade. It's traditionally rifled as well, which means you can shoot reloads or lead bullets through it. Yeah. It doesn't have to be a jacketed bullet, which is nice. It gives it more versatility. The port on the comp is fucking ginormous, and it's angled properly. You also have some slots on the side, and then you got the extra weight of the light. I mean, it's basically like a homemade Roland special, whatever. Also, this is the Bottomland camo. If you're ordering one of these slides, I have no affiliation. Faxon, for sure. Shout out Faxon if you want to check them out. I got links over on my page, Terribly Tactical, if you're not familiar. But that's their comp and their barrel. But the slide is AOA. And for the money, I think it's pretty sick. And that's the Bottomland camo. They offer all types of different Cerakote colors, just straight, flat colors, as well as camo patterns and stuff. The Mag Catch and the Magwell are both 3D printed, and it's a sick gun. I shot it. Yeah. I got probably 100 rounds through it so far, and perfect reliability, accurate, and it's got even no sights on it. We were at the range today, just point shooting it, and it shoots. The comp works really, really well. Keeps the gun flat. Plus, you got extra weight with the light, and I dig it. It shoots good. It looks good. It's kind of gaudy and Gucci or whatever, but it's sick, and this is homemade. A lot of people would spend Salient Arms or whatever $2,000 on a Glock. You could just build one you know, and you can have it exactly how you want it. And then 2, the best part about this is because it is homemade, which it's super easy and simple to do. There is no paperwork. There is no serial number. This is untraceable. And to a lot of people that don't know, that might sound scary.
Yeah.
That's
it's
scary.
Horrifying. It's terrifying.
How dare you not be registered with the government, you know? And registration, bear in mind you, in each and every circumstance in history has always led to confiscation. You see what's going on in Canada, in Australia, in all these other places that have had their guns taken away. Once you lose the right to defend life and liberty, you have no life or liberty.
Yep.
So that's why shit like this is important. Because if they do fucking try some... You ever seen fucking Red Dawn, dude? But like the original one?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we watched it.
Well, I made you watch it, but like
I've
we
seen
also
it before
saw
that.
But if they literally a scene in the movie is them go to all the fucking and round up the 4473s.
Get all the 4473s.
And for one, that's what our own government is trying to do.
Yep.
Let alone other governments, right? So
what was that
God
thing
forbid,
about the ATF was going through and getting
billions of records or billions of records.
All the old shut down FFLs and pulling all the paperwork from them.
Oh yeah, which that's fucked up. Those are supposed to be stored. For one, the ATF, fuck the ATF, and they have zero right to
everything
exist.
That they do.
Yeah, they have zero right to. I hope they all like are just miserable in their lives because that's
all 100 of our subscribers.
Yeah, right.
All ATF
Probably.
agents.
At least, fuck you guys. We know Win Model 88 and Joe Morgan and them are out there. You know, those are good, solid people. Shout out to you guys. Also, shout out to Win Model 88.
Cheyenne might even be an ATF agent.
Cheyenne probably is an ATF
100%.
agent now that you mention it. But shout out to Win Model 88. He has a channel. Need to check him out.
Yeah.
If we remember, we'll pin it in the comment section below or something. But awesome dude, and I've been watching some of his videos. He's been refinishing that fucking old 22 or the stock or whatever it is. The Tiger Stripe looks good, dude. Looks really good. And I like that kind of shit. The DIY type of...
I didn't even realize that I wasn't subbed because I kept getting notifications for his videos.
Yeah.
And then I found out that it was because you subbed from the Shooting the Poop podcast channel. I was getting the notifications from. So like I'd go through my subscriptions feed. I'm like, did I not see that and shit? So like I haven't watched any of his shit yet.
Shade, dude.
I know.
Shade. I'm a real true supporter.
I did sub again last night. I did sub to him last night.
Oh, you already subbed and then we're like, fuck you, Win Model, and unsubbed?
No, I did
the
sub
controversy thickens.
On my personal YouTube account.
Oh,
I subbed to him
that's
last
how you know it matters.
Yeah.
Because when Scales comes out...
I haven't watched shit because I went to bed right after the live stream last night, then went to work this morning.
It wasn't last night that we did the live stream. It
was
supposed to be last night.
Oh, yeah, it was supposed to be last night.
Then you were shooting
poop
for real, dude.
I wasn't shooting poop. The poop was being shot, though.
Poop had been...
out of a sewage line in my house, in my basement.
Explain that to people.
Literal shit and piss and toilet paper spewing out of a pipe into my basement.
There's actually, you could reclose.
We could
right.
show a little bit of something here. Which that was nothing compared to what...
Anything, right?
That's true. But I fucking still new to these YouTube and shit.
Yeah, me too.
But there's a little bit of something happened in my basement.
That's his basement, and, dude, with poop being shot out of it. Now,
at this point, this was just the actual everything. We were running the dishwasher, right? And there was a blockage in the sewage main.
Gray water.
And so this was actually run up into the bathtub, which overflowed in the bathtub.
Which bathtub?
Up front? Yeah, up front in the bathtub. And so this was just, I opened up that line on purpose to drain the water from the bathtub. Now what really got fucked was when I went into this little clean out right here and had to open that up. Which not only was a pain in the ass in itself because the previous person who had worked on it took that nut on the plug there.
Shout out to Stevie.
Stevie. Took that plug there and completely stripped it round the nut on the front of it.
You just grab it with some
tighten
pliers
that shit down.
You'd be all right.
I had to put some vice grips on that motherfucker and fucking undo it, and then that's when everything just everywhere.
Poop was shot
everywhere.
That night.
Poop was shot that night, and I lost a good pair of boots that night.
And I thought we were shooting the poop podcast on the same night that actual poop was being shot.
Yes.
Because he had told me that poop was being shot. He didn't even tell me first. This is how disconnected he is from. I thought we were cool and shit. Because I would have helped him, or at least supervised.
I just didn't want to put you in that situation.
Right.
Man.
It would have been a crappy situation.
Yeah, very shitty situation.
But yeah, so fucking, I'm in the driveway, and I have to sit in the driveway when I first get there.
Get here.
Yeah, but like there, because when I'm getting there from where I'm going.
Yeah.
So in the context,
but you're getting to where you're going.
Right.
From where you were.
Right. So that means I'm there.
So but you're here.
Right.
There is here.
Now.
But here is there.
But regardless, I have to sit in the truck and fucking respond to emails or comments or whatever else, because otherwise, the second I walk through the door, and I understand it because bitches love me, but the second I walk through the door, there's fucking 3 to 5 dogs attacking me with their love. And while I appreciate it, and I love dogs very much so, they get me super hairy. And I can't just, they're not, they can't just sit there and be pet, right? No. They have to climb all over you.
All up in your
licking you, sneezing all over you, drooling all over you, getting hair all over you. And that's fine. I get it. They're dogs. I'm not mad. And I can't. They're so cute and cuddly. But sometimes you just have to respond to emails, or something. You have to just do, and you just want to chill. Like, I worked all day. I'm just trying to relax on the couch for 5 minutes before we shoot a podcast or something. And then it's just fucking just autistic screeching from the dogs nonstop. And I love them to death. And I hate for them to think that I don't love them. But sometimes leave me the fuck alone for 5 minutes, dude. 5 minutes. I just want to chill. Scales gets a kick out of it. He doesn't do anything to help me. He just sits there and watches me suffer.
There's nothing I can do to help, really.
You could just throw them in the cage.
Yeah, I could. But
they're out all day. It's not like they're locked up all day.
Well, they're locked in the kennel the whole time while I'm at work. Till Cheyenne gets home.
Yeah, but she gets home.
They'd
early.
have
She's got a
couple hours. Couple hours before you get here. A few hours, 3 hours.
Yeah, so fine.
But
that'd be fine.
It is what it is.
That'd be fine. At least they're not outside dogs.
Yeah, no, but
they should be lucky they're not outside dogs.
You were sitting in the truck in the driveway, and this is after I had just gotten the blockage cleared, and I was working on cleanup in the basement.
Right.
From all the
you should have
poop that
seen
was
the
shot.
Fucking shorts this dude had.
And I was wearing some pajama shorts with some cowboy boots.
I thought they were just extra baggy boxers.
No they were actual pajama shorts and cowboy boots. As I walked out,
looked like he was having a good
in the
time.
Dark,
whatever he was
with
doing.
a bucket that had a garbage bag in it that was literally full of human shit, piss, and toilet paper that was clogged in the fucking drain.
You sure it's not the wipes that Cheyenne? Because
there might have been a couple wipes in there. There might have been.
That's
a couple
what they
wipes
say it is. Because even though they say that they're flushable,
yeah,
you can't trust that. But then what do? You wipe your ass and you got shit on your wipe and you throw the wipe in the in the garbage.
The garbage right next to it.
No. That's savagery.
No, yeah, that's just disgusting.
But I feel like flushable wipes don't exist. They just print it on the package.
Yeah. Like they should exist. It's
a
great concept.
Right.
It actually worked
right, and it is rather
should.
Refreshing.
Yeah.
Like, share, comment, subscribe.
But just
the
impractical.
Channel, right.
But and then I had explained to this guy after I told him the night before that we're not going to be able to do the fucking podcast tomorrow night.
He was speaking in
code. Got to do
or
it Tuesday.
No, you said I could pull it up because I'm pretty sure you said something to the effect of, "Oh, there was just a joke, whatever." And you said I can't do anything about it till whenever anyway. So I figured, well, if you're not going to be working on it, then we could shoot the poop, which apparently had already been shot at that point.
I said, but overall, probably won't be able to do the pod tomorrow night unless we want to make it real shitty.
Yeah, I thought that was just you being I was down with it. That's the whole point on the Shooting the Poop podcast, is to shoot the shit. Metaphorically and apparently quite literally speaking. So he never.
And then you said, "What do you mean make it shitty? More so a joke. We could repair the sewage line by base on the pod."
Yeah.
And then you said, "What about the live tonight?" And I said, "I'm down for live. Can't do shit about it right now either way." But then when we got onto the live, before we went live, that's when we specified we could just do it Tuesday.
See, I don't remember that, and whether we did or not. All I had to reference was the text message media, which from that alone, folks, leave it in the comment section below. I believe that was a positive, can confirm. We're Shooting the Poop podcast. Can't do anything about it anyway. And so I came over here, in these Joe Biden gas prices, wasted the gas to get here.
I'll give you the fucking 5 cents in gas it cost you to get here from where you were.
But then I was sitting in the driveway all that time, so you got to factor in.
That's not my fault.
Kinda.
I'll give you the 25 cents. You got good gas mileage.
Right. Yeah, right. No, it actually does get decent gas mileage.
Yeah, so he's sitting here trying to shoot a pod, and I'm sitting outside.
I had pod vibes,
in boots, pajama shorts
was
with
gonna
a
be a good
bucket
pod.
full of shit and shit-filled boots.
I didn't know. I thought it was
I
just...
literally outside took my boots off, my socks out underneath, threw them both into the fucking trash.
He got a little attitude too. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" I'm like, "Well, for one, like maybe I need help or something."
If you had just spent 2.5 hours in your basement wading through shit,
I've been there, dude.
It's not fun.
Sometimes you gotta just wade through some shit.
I just
life,
wanted to be fucking
life
done.
is just all life is just wading through the shit.
I was done with that shit. Literally.
That's deep. Yeah, so you should have got on and shot the poop about it. It would have made you feel better. Probably it's very therapeutic.
No, I won't.
Yeah,
I need to just sit the fuck down, have a drink, and then go the fuck to bed after.
Have a drink.
First shower, sit the fuck down.
Hit a nice cold
drink.
Mike's Hard.
Exactly. A couple of them, but
and then left them out for me to trip over.
Yeah. It's okay. You threw them away for me.
Yeah. Just like I fucking cleaned up his dish too.
You did. You took my plate to the kitchen for me.
Like a bitch.
You
I was just trying to be a nice guy.
You just, yo, my bitch now.
Fucking kill you, Scales.
Cleaning up house for me, man. Doing the dishes and shit. Man.
Fucking thing. And it's fucked up part.
Hold this pocket real quick.
Hold this pocket. Put a Semtex in there.
Oh,
motherfucker.
Oh man.
Now we're gonna have the feds knocking on the door because of Semtex, you say? It's silly putty.
Yeah, it's some Play-Doh.
What was that meme with the fucking thing? It's about silly putty. What's the opposite of silly putty? Is serious putty. That would be a claymore or a sticky bomb or whatever. We shouldn't even be saying that probably.
I think it's more like C4.
Yeah. C4 is serious putty.
Yeah.
And then Play-Doh is silly putty. Or whatever. Speaking of Play-Doh,
Play-Doh is Play-Doh.
Right, but silly putty is like the same thing.
Are you about to talk about how you used to eat Play-Doh?
Listen, blue shit tastes the best.
No, silly putty and Play-Doh are nothing alike.
You're right. Silly putty used to
silly
come
putty's like the little egg thing. It's like more rubbery and everything.
Yeah, and you could throw it at the wall and it would stick.
It would bounce. You put it on the newspaper, dude, and it'd pick up the letters and shit.
Right, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's a silly putty.
And how much fun did you have with some silly putty as a child?
Dude, I'd still be having some fun with silly putty.
How much is silly putty?
Dude, silly putty's
Look up the fucking silly putts, dude. How much can we get an egg of silly putt? And do they have it in Toxic Green? Because I would invest in EDC the silly putt, dude.
Dude, there's a silly putty recipe, bro.
Dude, we should make our own silly putt.
Dude.
Why is it always in an egg, too?
I don't know, dude.
What is
But it's in an egg, dude. You get Crayola Original Silly Putty. Packaging may vary. Pack of 6 for $9.80.
But what are the culls, dude?
I mean, that's just showing the red shit, right? You get the glow light. What the fuck?
Glow in the dark. Color may vary.
That's some blue shit, though. What the fuck is it? Glow Luit. That's what I was trying to read. I'm like, the fuck is that?
And that's the knockoff Wish.com shit.
Yeah.
Made it to Amazon somehow.
Somehow, some way.
Doesn't Cheyenne have like the stress stuff?
I'm sure. There's a fucking Galaxy Silly Putt, dude.
Dude.
This is the tangent for this.
This is the tangent.
Podcast.
This is the candy tangent.
Candy on the last one, dude.
Silly putty fucking. But this is what it is, dude. People, leave it in the comment section below if you've ever fucking got silly with some putty, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Some thinking putty, dude.
Dude.
Need some thinking. I think I got some of that shit actually.
It hasn't helped apparently.
I think no, it hasn't. But yeah.
Dude, is that the Toxic Green glow in the dark sill putt?
Looks to be, dude.
Fidget toy for kids.
16.
Hold on, go back. Stress. Favorite stress toy stocking. Toy for kid. Putty fidget. And adult. Why are kids getting stressed out, bro? Why would a kid...
People got a stressful childhood, bro.
Dude, listen, this is not the time to bring...
It'd be happening like
dude,
that.
it used to just be a toy back in the day. Now
Yeah.
everything's a fidget something or a stress reliever or an anxiety blanket or whatever the fuck. Like, y'all need to suck it the fuck up. Here's a straw, bitch. You know?
But also, like...
That looks pretty cool. The fucking glowy shit, dude.
Yeah, dude. You about to order some silly putt, dude.
Silly putts, dude.
Silly putts, dude.
Speaking of putts, dude, I haven't been... When was the last time you went mini golf?
A few years now, I think.
Do you enjoy mini golfing?
Not particularly.
Why not?
I always prefer to just go to the batting cages afterwards. It's always the best for me. For some reason, there's always mini golf and batting cages at the same place almost every time.
Like sometimes go-karts.
Yeah, sometimes.
You know.
Go to the haunted trails.
What's that place that's not that far away, but is like maybe 30, 40 minutes, but like they have like professional grade gokes. They're like super quick ones.
I don't know.
Like it's where the fucking Odyssey Funland with the paintball shit used to be. I think
somebody
but
now tell me about it.
Now it's like all like actual legit like super quick, fast in a hurry go-karts, dude. Like the real ones.
Let's see. Well, there's a few places it looks like. Accelerate Indoor Speedway.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. My dude Brandon's chick used to work there, and like we were supposed to go there one time, and like we never were able to make it there. But like it's supposedly like they're supposed to be fast. Like it's not like your fucking Funland fucking kiddie go karts. Like it's a real ass like as you gotta wear a helmet, and they got actual straps in the shit, and like that would be cool, you know. And the kind of what the fuck is going on, dude? That was not me. That's a weird notification.
I've never heard that noise before. I've never heard that noise before. It's a message from L from the AccelerateSpeed.com website.
Damn, dude.
Fuck you,
They're
L.
on it.
Dude.
They're on it, dude. They're on it. They want your business.
100%.
Might be hurt.
Almost as much,
yeah,
I'd say,
right,
as a Sweetwater.
It's the Sweetwater.
So, just because everybody here knows already, I've been learning the Geet, right? Mm-hmm. And trying some shit out. So last night I decided I was going to go and order a couple pedals. So I ordered a tuning pedal, a distortion pedal, a couple cabs.
Dude.
Also ordered the custom Scranton Screamer Overdrive pad.
That's...
Just because why the fuck? I had to.
Can you turn that up to 11?
Maybe, dude. It's an overdrive pedal, dude.
Right.
I mean,
because
maybe.
You get over more than you.
But,
now explain to me why this is $149.99.
I have no fucking.
Just for the custom artwork.
I bought it just because of what is on it.
Right.
Like 100%.
Is Emerson? I know Emerson makes excellent knives.
I'm assuming it's a different Emerson.
Right. But like.
It's custom, bro.
It's custom.
It's custom, dude. I bought some custom shit.
It looks sick.
It sounds so good it'll scare you straight, bro.
So explain the Scranton Screamer.
I can't. I don't even know what the fuck it is.
It's from The Office.
Yes, it is from The Office. It's Prison Mike, surrounded by the Dementors that challenged him in prison.
Right.
Because the prison of Azkaban from the Harry Potter. Because that's where the fuck that motherfucker went, apparently. He's a wizard. I don't know. But
that's some sweet art, though, dude.
Just
it's good
for
color
the
scheme.
art, bro. For the art is the only reason I bought this. I don't even. I pretty much just waste $150 just.
I don't know if it's a waste.
It's not a. It might. It may. It's probably well worth it.
Right.
It's probably well worth it.
Just to have it alone.
But it's a waste for me to own it because I won't know how to use it or to utilize it to its best ability.
If I could figure out this fucking scope, you can figure out that fucking. But that's fucking. Click on some more pics, dude. Let's see. What are the capabilities, dude?
So you got
made in the USA.
Made in the USA, dude.
Can't beat that. Can't beat that with a stick. I like the colorway. The gray. It's like an off-white. It's cool.
It's fucking sick, dude.
So what is this utilized for? What is an overdrive pedal utilized for? Because we know the distortion adds distortion when you need distortion. Because you'll be playing some shit that's clean, and then you got to switch over on stage for the next song that has heavy distortion or whatever. But like, what is an overdrive? Does that?
I'm pretty sure it just adds power to the pickups. Pretty much brings that up, knocks up the volume, and the actual power running to your amp from the pickups.
So, in theory,
I am the worst. I did not look into this whatsoever. I literally
just bought it. I just bought it. The way that it looks.
And I'll find out what it does when I get it.
Right.
Which should hopefully be within the next couple of days.
Right.
According to Mr. Parker.
Yeah.
Who brings us up to, relation to really wanting your business.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, could be a good thing or a bad thing. But, so I ordered all this last night, right? And as I showed you, I got the two pedals, the distortion pedal, the overdrive pedal, and I also got a tuning pedal, okay? Just so that I can tell Arm Dave to shut the fuck up about me telling me to tune my guitars. I can then prove to him it's tuned.
Wait, how does that work?
So it runs in line with the rest of your pedals, right? So you get your in, out, And it'll tell you with this, you can tune all your strings and make sure they're all in tune with just one strum, or you can tune individual. As to how it actually functions, again, I don't know. I'll figure out when I get it.
But what is any different from the fucking little thing that you clip on to the...
It's supposed to be more accurate. So it picks up the signal itself that it's reading to the amp.
So wait, you're telling me that the armed ape is out here...
He's shitting on my tuning abilities, dude.
That's kind of
But what I really want him to realize, it's not the fact that the guitar's out of tune, it's just that I can't play it. Okay, that's the problem here. But, so as you can see here, though, on the screen, here it says more on order, okay? Yeah. Notify me when it's stock, takes extra delivery time. It's back ordered. And I placed the order, back ordered, okay? So I got a call from Parker over at Sweetwater this morning.
It's the Sweetwater.
Personally called me to thank me for my first order through their website, and as well to make sure.
I thought you've ordered from the Sweetwater before.
No, never.
You always pull it up when you're referencing.
I'm always looking at it. I've been looking at their shit for a while. A lot of shit on their site.
I've also heard from third parties that the Sweetwater is where it's at for that kind of stuff.
And so, but I got a call from them this morning. Asked me, where I heard of their site and everything, and how I found them. Why I decided to order what I was ordering. And just figure stuff out. Made a couple recommendations as well. It was pretty helpful, honestly. And he also made sure that I knew that this was on back order. That wasn't going to ship immediately, and wanted to know if I wanted to wait until this comes in, ship the rest of my order, or ship them both separate. Of course, the separate shipping is not costing me more in shipping either, which is great.
That's convenient because, of course, if I order some shit, motherfucker, I want it. Yeah. And in fact, when I ordered this slide for the fucking from A.O.A, I paid for 2 days shipping.
Damn.
And it was 26 something.
I'd never be doing that shit.
But listen, Linda. I wanted it complete because I had the barrel. Faxon sent me the barrel and the comp. I was like, this can't just sit in a box. So I had to have it. And so I got it. But, false advertisement, motherfuckers. I guess maybe because it was on like a Friday night or whatever. But it did get to me in 3 days, not 2. So...
Like 3 days from the order being placed?
No, it was like 3 days, full days after, like, it was that
shipped.
night, and then 3 full days, and then I got it.
Okay, so you're still talking probably 2 days shipping, or just a day processing.
Yeah, but fuck, you should include that in the 2-day ship.
Well, the 2-day shipping is just shipping through whoever the hell shipped it.
Right, but still, I feel like I didn't get it in 2 days, which is what I felt like I paid for. So,
Okay, but...
Because otherwise, if it was just going to take 5... Because it was $12 for 5-day shipping. And I already had to wait 4. So they got me.
The 5 days would have been 7 or 8.
You got me, dude.
Who knows?
Whatever, but at that point...
But no, but... I had Parker call me and everything and made sure everything was clear. But then not only that, but he also then hit me up through text off his direct line to his cell phone.
This is where I take issue
So
with
if I got a problem with anything comes in, just hit up Parker, bro. He also told me to send out his info to anybody else that may need help, whether they bought from him or not.
Is that his info right there?
It's
800-222-4700, dude? Is that Parker?
I don't know if that is exactly Parker.
Then how do you know if it's Parker or not, dude? What's his inf then?
I can pull up Parker, bro.
Pull up the Parks, dude.
1 second, dude.
It's the P channel. It's just
I just gotta
make sure you don't show any of your personal information.
Yeah.
But the fucking while that might be excellent customer service, and while I can appreciate that, I just feel like that's a little invasive.
There's Parker Denny right there.
Parker Denny.
Parker_Denny at Sweetwater.com.
Also extension
3509.
3509 from 1-800-222, which shout out to it's 2/22/22 day. Fucking today it's Glenn Lerner's day, dude.
It is, dude. He's
Glenn
the lawyer
Lerner,
for
dude.
you.
He is, dude. 2/22/22. The lawyer for you.
2/22/22.
Right, whatever the fuck. But that's what it is. Dude, it is currently.
You see Parker's bio, bro?
Let's check him out, dude. That is his face, too. Look at him, dude.
That'd be him,
he
dude.
Looks like a Parker, dude. Look at the paisley shirt.
You grew up in a small town in Indiana, bro, and attended Purdue University.
Damn, dude. What are you doing working for the Sweetwater?
Has a degree in entomology.
What the fuck is entomology?
But he's got a degree in that shit.
Google that.
He's working at a guitar store.
Yeah.
But shout out to him, though.
No, Google entomology, because I have to know.
Entomology.
This is probably...
All right. again, let's.
But also, I have to piss.
All right. We'll be back momentarily with a
And tell you about
definition of
entomology.
entomology.
Entomology? And tamales.
And tamales?
And
You're coming back with tamales?
That's what I thought.
All
Entomology.
Right. So, we got this now.
We both urinated.
We did.
And are currently not at the same time or in the same room.
No. Not even in the same house.
Right.
You did that shit outside.
Right.
The
It's
fucking
more
animal you are.
It's more freeing.
Parker might be interested in that.
I just like to know that the neighbors might be watching. And I want to
The
give
one
them a
neighbor
show.
might be.
No, for sure he is. And I like to just do one of these things and fucking show like
really, it's
Indiana
like
Jones. Right. There's no turbine action.
No.
It's like a broken miniature handheld.
Really
fan.
just ends up pulling hairs and shit,
Right.
trying, but
the hairs are actually longer than.
So we now know what
entomology.
What Parker majored in.
Parker majored in entomology. Didn't work out,
Purdue. No.
but he knows how to service a customer.
Yeah,
and we'll leave that up to interpretation.
Oh God! But, so entomology being the study of insects, scientific study of insects, but also may include other bugs. Apparently.
Right, and used to include animals. It's a branch of zoology, which is
bugs.
Study.
Insects are an animal,
right?
In the animal group,
but
other groups such as arachnids, myriapods, and crustaceans.
Listen, but when I think of an
he was
animal,
studying the roly-poles, dude.
The roly-poles. He might be able to give you some tips on how you can further make big money moves, slanging your counterfeit ass, different colored roly-polioles.
The rubber ducks, dude.
Yeah, but which I still let he cut me in on that. But the fucking.
Pretty sure they all died.
What?
Yeah.
Why does everything you own die, dude? You're the word. He's supposed to be the lizard dude.
The rubber ducks are really difficult to breed and keep going.
Here we go.
They're not the easiest,
ducks.
and I found that out after buying them.
How does that even make sense?
So
you need to be an educated consumer.
Yeah, probably.
You just murdered a bunch of roly-polioles.
It is what it is.
It's fucked up.
It is what it is. But fucking Parker might be mad if you see.
He should be, dude. He's an entomologist.
I know,
dude.
man. I know. I mean, is he though? He's more a guitarist.
He could have been an entomologist, dude.
But like, there's obviously not. There's obviously not.
If you
I'm gonna
watch
send
this,
him the link.
Leave it in the.
I'm gonna send him the link.
Leave it in the comment section below. We love and appreciate you as a person. Excellent customer service. If anybody needs anything from this Sweetwater, hit up Parker, dude. And we're gonna link in the. We're gonna pin in the comment section below a link to your information at the Sweetwater.
Yeah, 100%.
But we should
I also might have to
have,
hit you up about some
an
bug
affiliate,
shit too, bro.
have an affiliate link maybe.
Yeah,
maybe we get a discount at the Sweet. I'm in the market for a seafoam green Strat, a real one, not no Mexican or what is it, Japanese, Korean, fucking whatever the
Japanese or Mexican.
I want a real American-made seafoam green Fender Strat. Yeah. That's what I need. Terribly Tactical. You can check out the channel, but the Shooting the Poop podcast. He also. What do you need? What do you need?
I need
Tell
a
him
bunch,
what you need,
dude. I need a fucking actual Gibson SG. That's what I need, bro.
Yeah, and he can't even spell that second part. So,
but I need a instead of this. You know, I got the Epiphone.
He's got the app, dude.
And I tried it out, and it's fucking sick. I'm into it.
Dude, it's cool.
But
I'm down with it.
I need the real.
More of a Fender Strat guy myself. That's the body
one.
style I prefer.
I'm not. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of the.
This is cool looking. It's cool looking, but as far as for me, when I'm holding a Strat,
the thinner neck on it and everything too, it's a little bit easier to play for me.
He's got a weak ass neck. He's a weak neck ass.
Dude,
ain't nobody got loose necks in my family, Maury. We all play football.
Bro, you don't even know about the neck, dude.
Dude, show the people your neck, dude.
Showing up my neck, bro. Just showing off the neck. Man, this is also a weak ass neck because it's not an actual Fender neck.
Oh, I thought it was, dude.
It's not, dude. It's all parts Fender licensed neck.
So what does that mean? It's
so it's made.
Ass neck.
It's better than Squai.
That's what I would say too.
If it's licensed by Fend to Fend quality specs, blah 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 blah.
Isn't that what a Squai is though?
Like that. Yes, but the Squai is made from in another country from fucking subpar materials.
So what wood is this? Maple?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the Squai?
The Squai, I don't even know.
Show the people the Squai.
So I got the Squai.
He's got the Squai. Oh shit. Tobacco Sunburst.
Tobacco Sunburst with a posing ass Fender Strat.
Yeah.
But
posing super
hard, also
dude.
sick.
But it plays good though. This is the thing about the Fender. It's a classic. Some people would even say boring body style. God forbid the sacrilege that would be, because it is truly one of the most classic. Yeah. But for me, the way I play, the songs I play, how I play the guitar, it feels the most natural when I got it slung, when I'm sitting down in a chair with it. and it's just a classic look. Like there's everybody who's anybody played a Fender Strat, and they are world renowned for their sound. Fender Strats, a real Fender Strat is a good sounding guitar.
They definitely have a unique sound to them, but which is why.
Tell us.
While I may not have a Fender Strat, a Squash Strat, I may or may not be in the workings of 3D printing.
You might have to get closer.
I might just have to get closer. With the neck joint and the first pickup portion of the 3D printed Geet. Got the second part printing now. Unfortunately, number 3 fucked up, but it's pretty damn clean.
What was number 3? What happened
number
with that?
Number 3.
I still don't understand what happened with that.
So number 3 was going to be this section here, which is the part where it starts the honeycombing and everything in the files.
So it's all going to be honeycomb?
This through here is going to be honeycomb, and this all here is going to be solid as well.
Okay, so this is not going to be honeycomb, because I feel like if it was, that would be
You're going to have basically a line right here where it starts solid. Okay, which isn't even on here. About right there, it's going to be solid again. And then all this around here and outwards is going to be the honeycomb. But I must have had a missed layer somewhere. Shit went nuts. I got fucking filament all over the nozzle and everything now. I got to clean off. That part just did not want to work for me.
It's a good thing you got 2 prints, though.
Yeah, so I still got the other one running, and it's doing great, doing fine. But with that...
This looks like it came out... This is a solid chunk of freaking filament, dude.
That's
this
like
is,
half a
and at
roll
100%,
itself.
this is all 100% filled.
Yep.
So that is thickness. That you're getting down with the sickness.
And not only that, but just to keep more... Just to help it out, to make it more stable, keep it from bending under the pressure of the string tension. I've also got some stainless steel rods, 6mm thick, that I'm going to run inside of 2 holes that I put into the print here.
Was that of your own doing, or was that already built into the files?
That was my own.
So you modified the files in what platform?
On Tinkercad.
Tinkercad, which that is free for the first year.
Well, that's free regardless, I'm pretty
What's
sure.
What's the one that's free?
It's Fusion 360.
Fusion 360.
That one I'm not smart enough to utilize yet.
I'm not smart enough to even use fucking Cura, but somehow I get it done.
But, so, can run some stainless steel rods through this. This side will only go up through to the second pickup, while the other side will run all the way down the side.
Show the people that guard.
But, here's the pick guard I got. Also not an actual Fender product, but... It's still freaking gorgeous.
Sick.
I have Fender pots, switch, everything. Fender Tex-Mex pickups on here. Got a Fender bridge, Fender tuners. Pretty much most of the parts are going to be real Fender. But
and you got those off of where? Give them a shout.
Off of Stratosphere.
Stratosphere. It sounds like where you would get those parts.
Stratosphere.
Yeah.
Yes. But I got a bunch of shit, man. When he's sick, gotta put it all together. When he's staining the neck black, then I got the...
So explain that to the people, because I feel like... I mean, I get what you're doing, or what you're saying, but, like, at the same time... Well, I guess you got it all packaged up. It's no big deal. But, like, the front of the neck, where the frets are, is black or brownish or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's a darker fretboard.
But that's typical though for every Fender for the most part, unless you get some.
I've seen some pretty
stuff.
blonde fretboards on.
No, I'm just saying the back of it though. The back of it is usually natural.
Yes.
Or it might be lacquered like this. You put a stain on it, or a lacquer, or a clear coat, or something.
Yeah.
But it's typically always like the lighter maple color. No matter what the fret, unless you get some custom shop shit, or they do sometimes limited runs where this is different. But would you agree that most of the time, and then
usually,
the head is always unfinished,
Yeah.
you know? So that's the same thing. And I don't know why they do that, because it almost, you would think, I don't know, like I could understand this being a two-tone or whatever, maybe, but like, I don't know.
There's some painted necks out there too you can get on certain guitars they make. But what I'm doing is I have fast dry wood stain in ebony that I'm gonna run.
Demonetize.
That I'm gonna run along the backside and the head out.
So is that gonna be darker than this, or the same?
It's gonna be darker.
Theory?
It's gonna be darker. The neck and everything should be darker than the
Why would
fretboard.
you want it darker then?
Because that's what I want.
No, right, but like
it's just what I'm what I'm doing.
Couldn't you just in theory restain this? Like what are these? What is that embedded with? Is that because back in the day you could get pearl, you could get ivory, you could get real shit.
It's probably just some plastic.
I know, but is it an actual
stuff,
a little thing that's plugged into there?
Yeah.
So could you plug your own if you
could,
wanted to?
in theory, yeah.
How do you unplug it?
I mean, you'd probably have to drill it out somehow or pick it out some way. It's probably glued into place, so.
Or pressure fit or whatever.
Yeah, it's probably glued. But I don't know how you would do it.
That would be an interesting thing. I'm interested to see what, because these are, because you can accent so much. Because if you could, because you're going for black and toxic green, if you could make these toxic green,
that'd be sick.
And you could even probably 3D print the shit for it.
Yeah.
That would be sick too. But I mean, you'd probably have to start like fresh. Like you'd have to assemble that. You'd have to add all this and start with just this, and then go. Yeah.
I mean, I've got a buddy that's working on. He's getting his CNC shipped into him and everything. He's getting a whole CNC bed to where he's gonna be able to cut wood and everything up to like 4 inches thick. He's even talking about doing guitar necks.
That would be sick.
Making them himself.
You could probably, well, I don't know how it works, but you might even be able to do the bodies. Dude, the bodies ain't that thick.
I mean, the bodies are easy. Yeah. But it'd be sick.
Yeah, that's cool. And that was from Stratosphere?
The Stratosphere, yeah.
And the neck itself is not actually Fender, but it's not. So it's like an Umarex HK.
It's an all parts neck.
Right.
Yeah. Because I wasn't going to spend the $400 on a.
It's
Fender.
$400 for even the
for the ones I'd want.
You could have got a Squai one.
You can get a Squai one, yeah. But this is supposed to be better than the Squai, from the research I've done.
And what about that makes it better than the Squai?
The makeup, the fact that it's true to shape, the wood's not bowed. Generally, the frets are put in better. They're polished better. They're shaped better. They're finished on the sides. There's a bunch of stuff that goes into it. But from what I was seeing, a lot of people that have problems with the Fender neck, even the neck's cracked, anything like that, if they need a replacement, usually that's what they end up going with, is the all parts neck.
See, but if I had me at least, if I had
a
real Fender,
you'd spend the money on a real Fender.
I would get the because what you're downgrading that.
Yep.
I would argue.
Yeah.
Now I get it. Yeah, it saves you a couple bucks and does it really matter? Yeah. Just as good.
You're talking like that was $150 versus the Fender necks were like minimum $300
for an official brand new.
For an
Fender
actual
neck.
Branded Fender neck that still could have been made in Japan.
What?
Yeah.
By whomst?
By Japanese people.
Hero.
By Fender.
Oh, Sakabato.
So,
or the Sampuku. Is that what when you have dishonored your family?
Yeah.
That's Sampuku.
Yeah.
Sampuku.
But they're doing it with the guitar necks now. But
yeah. That's got the splinters. But so
they put the fret in wrong.
But I thought that it was Japanese for the Squai, Mexico for the mid, and then America for the top end.
No, under the Fender brand, they do the American, Mexican, and Japanese. Okay.
Right.
Then when you get into Squire, then you're talking Korea, Indonesia, China, stuff like that when you get into the Squire brands.
Okay, so technically, and yes. I would not consider it this way. I would not consider it being a real Fender unless it was made in America.
Yeah.
But technically, under Fender, they've got the entry, mid, and then real deal levels of Fender themselves, which Fender obviously owns Squire, and that's their entry level. But then on top of the real Fender, you also have the Japanese entry level Fenders.
Yeah.
But riddle me this, Batman. What the fuck does it say on the head? Does it say Squire? Does it say Fender? Does it say
on the
such
Japanese
and such
ones,
by
it's Fender? It's straight Fender.
But doesn't it say something else? Because the Mexican ones say something else too. It's like Fender, but then it says, what's the Mexican...
Well, because they have different models, right? So even
but just a regular Strat, regular Strat that's like made overseas. I don't think it just said because like on a real one it just says Fender Stratocaster. I'm pretty sure on the overseas ones it says something else. Like it's not Squire, but it's something else that it denotes that it's not the real deal. I'm pretty sure.
So if we're looking. $849 with this.
So that should be some Mexican.
So it's probably a Mexican Strat, just based on the price. You're looking in Fender Stratocaster.
Yeah, but then what's that extra shit? I don't think the real one's got that extra shit.
Original something body, contour body. but I'm pretty sure they mention where they are made somewhere. Manufacturer part number. It does not on this one. It looks like
Maple.
Huh.
You don't know?
No. But I'm assuming this is probably one of the Mexican Strats.
Which are supposed to be pretty good.
On the back.
Made in Mexico, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I couldn't. And it's nothing against the Mexicans. But it's
not American.
Yeah, and that's where the Strat comes from. Like, Mexico might have some mariachi shit or some shit, but, like, they don't make Fender Strats. I mean, they do, and they're actually supposed to be really good.
Yeah.
But, like, that's not where it comes from. Like, I wouldn't want an American H&K pistol. I wouldn't want a fucking German 1911.
Like, here's your Seafoam.
There we go. But it's made in Mex.
But it's made in Mexico.
But tell me that's not the best looking fucking...
Right there. Made in Mexico.
See, I couldn't, because I'll be looking at that shit, because it's right there on my side of the gate. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do it. Pull up a real one. Same thing, Seafoam. Let's see if we got it. Probably double the price. But worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of like that silver, too. That silver's decent. Put some sticks on it. Dude, I love the cream color, too. That's Miami blue. It's different. I like that white with the fucking Bakelite, dude. That shit's sick.
Miami blue.
There's the Seafoam.
Surf green.
Oh, surf green. They get me with the surf green every time. I'm down with the surf green, but the Seafoam is master race because it's that specific shade. And this is the thing, too. Leave it in the comments section below and process if you're watching. I'd love to hear from you. Like, how legit is the Sweetwats? This is American Fend Seaf for fucking $1,000.
No, Mexico. Mexican.
But what makes this one nicer than the other ones?
It's a vintage style.
What does that mean? Because it's still modernly produced, so it's just a replica at best.
Yeah, pretty much.
But why? I don't see
different
any difference.
Tuners. The headstock's a little bit different. The neck width is going to be a little bit different.
Yeah, right.
But
practically speaking,
but it's supposed to play like a vintage Strat. You know,
but it's vintage Strats. Feel. You know where they were made? America. You know, there we go. What is that?
Surf green.
Oh fuck! They give me everything. There we go.
That's the Mexican
but it's the Mexican.
Shit.
What the fuck?
Let's see.
You could probably just type in Seafoam. Might be a little quicker, perhaps. Oh, don't you? You can't if they don't have one. Yes, Fender American Professional, because that's what I am. Is a professional guitar player.
Miami blue.
They always got the Miami blues, dude. Seafoam green. What the fuck? Don't even have a fuck. All right, so anyway, we could probably pull it. It's probably the same price or close enough to the Miami blue or whatever the fuck. So $1,700 you got a fucking real Fender Strat, which worth it to me.
Yeah.
Worth it all day long. And I like that white one too. I'd probably get a white Mexican one for like not a beater but like a user. Oh, I really like that. That's fucking white one with the Bakelite looking shit looks sick too. But I gotta go with the fucking those are all lefties. Those are Hendrix guitars right there. Although he played a regular one upside down or backwards or whatever the fuck. We're going off on another candy tangent.
100%.
But this
actually was
right.
So you're looking at what you want, the darker fretboard or the lighter fretboard, bro?
See, I feel like the lighter looks better with the. I don't know, dude. We gotta click on both because I want to say the darker one, but like I feel like the darkness of the
I just want to check something real quick.
Yeah, check it.
Because I want to see the Player series where these ones were made. Also Mexico. Okay.
I thought, why? What's the other series called? The Japan shit.
I don't know.
Konnichiwa.
Yeah. So you were saying though.
So I think because of the darkness of the pickguard against now it's an off-white or like a cream white or whatever you want to call it, which I like better than just a pure white because it gives me like that old classic vibe, I feel like. And then the pickguard looks like Bakelite, which is sick because I'm a big AK guy. But I feel like it contrasts better, the pickguard, having the brighter other colors of the body and the neck, where with the darker neck that the pickguard is not as accentuated. Is where I'm coming from. Now, it might be semantics, but I just feel like, I don't know, dude. But then again, the dark neck stands out from the white bottom.
Yeah.
And is an extension of the darkness of the pick guard. So I could probably go either way on it. But, like, I don't know. With a Fender, at least the Fender Strats that, like, I typically like I like the pink one, the seafoam green, like the white, the lighter colors, the old 50s styles colors that you get, like, old 50s Corvette in. I think that shit's sick. Because that's what I associated with, is the old school, classic, simple, like, that was it back in the day. And I like the old shit. Because typically old shit, no matter what it is, cars, guitars, fucking guns, or women, are not built like they used to be, you know? So, but yeah, that was, I would settle for that.
Yeah.
I would be happy with that, but I gotta have the seafoam. I really do. Like, that is my shit. But, like, I would get one of these made in Mexico. Do they got one like this made in Mexico? I'd get one of those and play the shit out of that. I would play the shit out of that. And then we could get the separate seafoam, or not seafoam, but just regular foam cutouts for my Cedar Mill fucking firearms guitar case that can actually carry a guitar, but also your firearms, depending on what foam you put in it. And that would be sick. Because, like, I'm down to fucking clown with the fucking Geats, dude.
They do not.
Shade.
At least the Player
I mean, it
series.
just, yeah.
But.
Well, riddle me this. They don't have it in stock, or it doesn't exist. Because I don't have to get it from the Sweetwater. I would love to. What was his name? Perry or Jake or what is his name? Parker. Right. I was halfway there.
Hold up.
What's the Fender artist?
1 second.
I feel like if it was the one for me, it'd be the Fender artist.
That have American in the name.
Yeah, but sometimes that's faster. You go to Walmart and get a fucking American flag made in China, and that's fucked up. Now, I'm not all for, like, laws and government mandates and shit, but I feel like fucking U.S. flag should be made in America or not made at all, motherfucker. Just like a Henry repeating rifle. No association, but I love their products.
But I'm just trying to...
Ooh, there we go. Boom. It's surf green, but I like that weathered. Like, it looks like it's weathered and old, kind of. The pink looks sick, dude. The fucking... What are you looking for?
I'm still trying to find a fucking American-made Fender Strat.
I thought we were just looking at.
Huh?
The $1,700
The seafoam
ones?
green.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously, they don't have everything. They might be the one-stop shop for a lot of things. But, I mean, you could find probably maybe even at your local guitar center. Now, at the local guitar center that you frequent, do they have... You showed me the Squire.
Yeah.
Do they have the real Fender Strats on the shelf?
They did have one.
A seafoam?
Yes.
How much?
It was like $900.
No way. Yeah. Used?
No. It wasn't an American one. It was one of the Mexican ones.
Well, that's... You know what I mean when I say it. Like, but I'm not considering that a real
It's still
Fender
a
Strat.
Fender Strat.
No, fuck that. It's not a Fender Strat unless it's made in America. Telecasters are classic too. I'd like to have a Telecaster. That's like some Elvis shit.
Let's see if they have...
Dude, they have so many classic colorways, dude. A lot of other people have been inspired on their designs from the original colorways or patterns of the Fender Stratocaster. Because it was one of the first electric guitars, you know, like mainstream electric guitars. There's a Seif. You know, surf. They get me every time with the fucking surf green, dude.
That one is American.
It is American. What about that white one? It's got to be for 17.
This one? Yeah, it's American Professional, too. That's the one we were just looking at.
Yeah.
But
so pretty much anything in 4 digits is American made in Fender. Although not really, because there was $1,000 Mexican one.
It was Mexican.
Which I did.
That was the Mexican one as well.
Yeah, I'd rather get the $850 one for the fucker. Who cares? But because you could probably get the hardware aftermarket anyway.
Yeah.
And fucking put it on there. It's the same shit and save yourself a couple bucks. But all I'm saying is which I will be, hopefully soon. It all depends. I got some other shit going. I got hella shit going on with the fucking guns and the fucking whatever and everything else. And I got money tied up always. But the second I get a couple extra bucks, I am getting I don't care. I will. Because like I would get. Preferably, I'd want an older one that was like mint in the box, safe queened, but the pick guard started turning darker because of just the age.
Yeah.
But it's never even been strung, you know, like that kind of thing. Like you get old Colt revolver that's never had the cylinder turned on it. Like I would rather have, like, that's ideal, and I'd be willing to pay $25. But I know it's probably worth a lot more than that.
Yeah.
But like that's for me. Especially for something I'm just going to be like, oh, this is awesome, and then just go sit it somewhere. And then have to buy another Mexican one for $800 to $1,000.
Parker hook us up with an $850.
Shout out to Parker, dude. Shout out to Parker, dude. Make sure you check out the pinned comment in the comment section below about all of his information. And we already went up. You could pause and read and rewind and whatever, but we're going to pull it up again before the night is over. Before this is over. Because we got to shout out Parker.
We do.
Because if Parker wants to collab on any projects, Terribly Tactical and Tactical Scales and the Shooting the Poop podcast, we're down to make beautiful music. Okay? Together, I think we can do that. You can teach us about entomology. What would you consider what is the reptile side of the house? What is that zoology?
Herpetology.
That sounds like you're going to catch something.
Yeah.
But herpetology? That's what it is?
Yes.
Herpetology.
Yes.
That's what you want?
That's what I want.
Parker, you got to hook up my boy Tactical Scales for at least, like, he's willing to pay $6.99 for that. You know? Like, hook it up, dude. Free promo. We've already given you enough free promo. To our tens of viewers at any given time, that's 10 potential buyers.
They even have a demo model for just $15.29.
See, that's the thing. That's why the Guitar Center, they got them in the back.
Yeah.
Because, this is the thing, though. Because you can go to Guitar Center. The whole thing about Guitar Center is you could go to Guitar Center and play any fucking guitar on the shelf, right?
Yep.
Even the crazy expensive shit.
Yep.
I don't want, if I'm spending money, I don't want nobody finger fucking my guitar,
Well,
dude.
that's the thing. They have the specified demo model, or you buy this one that's new in box. You even have an option here. You can pick which one you want. Right. They even weighed them out. 6 pounds 11 ounces, 6 pounds 14 ounces, 7 pounds 7 pounds 15 ounces. Why would there be
such difference?
Different densities in the wood that's utilized. But even if it's the same wood, different cuts have different densities to them, which creates a different weight. A little bit of a different weight. If you want a lighter tone, something like that's going to be a little bit more bounce to it, go with the lighter wood, dude.
Yeah, I know, but like,
want a more heavy tone, dude, go with the heavier wood.
And then, do they got the serial numbers listed too?
Yeah,
so
dude, the serial numbers right here.
So in case you have any like numbers that like
2020 2027.
Yeah, I don't know. Anything with 007 in the serial number, I try and buy.
Yeah. Or a 556 or a 762 or a
45 or
919
1911 or whatever the fuck. You know, that kind
of shit. Or a 416.
Right. Or just whatever.
Whatever combo of numbers
or like
that equate
sometimes
to freedom.
the Glock serial numbers on Glock sometimes spell some funny ass shit, dude. Or like some
you got a fucking
acronyms to
Glock.
some funny ass shit, dude. And we actually
8008135.
Yeah, boobies. One of the fucking times, dude, we got a Glock from Glock, and it was like a something 007. It literally said, I think it was Bond 007, and it was like something 007, and like it was like a custom order and somehow they accidentally shipped it to us. And everybody in the shop was trying to buy that gun. I was like, I called dibs on it first myself because we were logging them in, and I was like, I'm taking this. And then fucking the other, I think Garrett or whoever, because he's also a big Bond fan, and then he's like, no, I want it or whatever. I was like, no, the fuck, I got call dibs, and then we actually got Glock called us. They were like, hey, we shipped you this gun. We weren't supposed to. We need it back. I was like, fuck you guys, because what if we would already put it on the shelf and sold it?
Yeah.
What are you going to do then? You're going to call the guy? Because then they were even saying that like
nobody else could use that serial number afterwards either. Yeah. So the dude who custom ordered that shit probably spent big money on that motherfucker. And, like they couldn't do it again.
Yeah. Like we could have fucked Glock over. Oh, you guys are welcome. You guys are welcome.
Because we sent it back. James Bond himself that ordered that shit.
Fucking Daniel Craig wanted a Glock and shit. Like, what the fuck? Like it was a big deal. They're like, listen, like, we need this. They were willing to, like, pay. They're like, if this has already been sold, we will give him, like, 3 Glocks, pay for it, whatever. They were about getting this Glock back. Like, they're like, They were about getting that Glock back. We should have fucking melted him for every fucking penny it was worth.
Dude,
but we're good honest people, unfortunately.
Like, dude, we already put this on the shelf for $3,000.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And it's sold, bitch.
You can buy it back from us for $3,000.
Fuck that. 6. It's Glock. They got the money.
Yeah, that's
cost
true.
them. It
That's
probably
true.
literally costs less than $20 to build a complete Glock in today's day and age.
Yeah.
And they go for $600.
It's fucking nuts.
Nuts. But anyway, this is what you want, right?
That's what I want.
That's what you.
I want
Identical
Gibson
to this,
SG.
though.
Not quite.
The frets are a little different. The humbucks are diff.
You get different
pickups are
markers
diff.
on the fucking fret
Yeah.
markers. You get, instead of the dots, you get the placards, the humbuckers with the silver cover over them instead of just the black like these do.
What does that give you? Does that give you a better sound?
I don't know. I just think it looks cool.
Yeah, it looks cool for sure.
As well as it's got the more full pick guard instead of just the partial pick guard. You got a couple extra knobs. I don't know what the fuck they do, but it looks cool.
Right.
It's just...
So that's your ideal guitar. If you're going to have one guitar ever, that's it.
That's the one I
this.
would want, yes.
But why? Not that I'm down. This is an awesome fucking guitar. It's a classic.
It looks
fucking
cool
guitar.
as hell.
Yes, it does.
It's I like I said earlier, the Les Pauls and the SGs and everything. Both my Epiphones,
Right.
not an actual Gibson. Okay,
counts though.
but
I mean, they sound good.
But I like the thinner neck on them. That's the biggest thing. They have
I don't think
little
a
bit.
Fender's
the
that
setup,
much thicker, dude.
It is though.
I don't feel like it is.
It is quite a bit. You're rubbing my
Maybe
neck
when
like
you
that,
grow
bro.
up, rubbing his neck all fucking sensually and shit.
But like, I don't know, man. I like it more. I just really do. And like, I appreciate the Strats because they have the multiple pickups instead of just like the Squire I got, right?
Right.
Single humbucker.
That's
right?
how my Ibanez.
Which is the same as your Ibanez.
Yeah.
This one I'm printing is going to be a triple single. Okay.
That's how most of them are.
Yeah, most of them. That's
Triple single.
traditional. That's what
Yeah.
it's supposed to
And
be.
it sounds
you
great
know?
still.
Yeah,
but
it does.
the double humbucks, dude.
Well, the
Or
humbuck.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The 2-in-1.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. I feel like because it does
cool.
it produces different sounds
It
and
does.
it's a different look too.
You get a lot more
So,
to it, but
yeah.
and it's awesome. And I like the versatility and the tones you can make with that and the different sounds and everything.
Just by
It's
flipping a
completely
switch.
Just by
Now
moving
that's your
shit around.
switch. Now how many
Yeah.
positions do you have? 3?
3.
That's it.
As opposed to 5.
Right.
Because I only have 2, so I got 1,
Right.
both, or
Right.
1.
Right.
You know, but
What is your go-to setting for when you're jamming out
I
on
generally will just go top. I'll go with the neck pickup.
But why is that? Why do you think?
It just gives you a
Is
little
it
bit
cleaner?
stronger. Not necessarily cleaner, it's just a little bit stronger of a sound to it. There.
I would argue that both would be stronger. Right?
It gives you a little bit more variety to the sound, but like you can see it's a little more muted to it.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know. I just like just running the top, man. I don't know, man. I just generally want to run. I mean, I'll switch it up too, just so you do get a different noise to it, you know. But
Yeah, dude.
different sounds.
And sometimes once
And
you
again,
start
I'm just-
incorporating the pedals,
Once
I
that-
think
that
you
mix
have
with
to.
pedals.
I think you have to run it differently sometimes because
Yeah,
depending
it's
on
all
what
gonna be
pedal.
different and shit, you know.
Right.
But either way, it's gonna be sick.
Right.
And I really like this. I like the way it's set up. It
It's
feels
good
more
looking.
comfortable for me. It looks fucking sick.
Yeah. Now
That
I
would
will
still
say
look
this.
better. But
I will say this though, that while I appreciate because black goes with everything, right? I wear a lot of black myself because for one, it's good at nighttime, and that's when most bad shit happens. So if you got to disappear or blend in with some shit, it's good to have dark colors on. Plus, it's very slimming. But like on a guitar like this, I feel like it needs like a cream colored pick guard or like a thicker white outline on it or something. I feel like there needs to be a little bit more contrast because or like not like that. No, we're not Aquaman. But I do dig the all black is sick, dude. But I just
realistically,
if
I'd
you
want this
I
one.
thought our band was
This
like
one is sick
overall
to me.
pop punk. And
This
you're
one's also
trying to
sick.
make it My Chemical Romance.
This one is
And
also
so
sick as
that's
fuck.
I'm trying to keep it nice
like
and
this one.
jovial, and I feel like you're getting a little too eam. On the stream, dude. Eam on the stream, dude.
Where are you?
Where
And
are
I'm so
you?
sorry.
And I'm so sorry.
That's not Eam, dude.
I could be Tom DeLonge if Tom DeLonge didn't exist. Probs,
But
I would say.
no, this is probably my
What
top
makes
pick,
that
dude.
$2,200 hairs?
It's custom, dude.
Yeah, but what about it though? What is
Just
different though?
The coloration, it's also it's different, bro. And it's sick.
Now explain to me how they do these colorations though.
Yes.
Like how is it painted?
Now, as far
is
as
it wrapped? Is it
well, generally it's painted, right?
by hand? By a machine?
I don't
By it just thing squirts it and it comes out how it comes out? Like that's what because that you custom guitars I could understand, you know, actual pearlescent or, you know, stag or whatever inlays on your fretboard as far as the what would you even call the little dots and shit.
They're fret markers.
Right. Okay, so fret markers. Like that, you can get custom shit, actual gold, actual silver, actual copper, or whatever. The copper would be cool too, because especially on the black, and then it would tarnish over time. You get that little bit of green in there. So you could do all that shit, and like you could do different, you know, pickups and different fucking strings and different. You could customize a guitar just as much as you could customize a gun or customize a vehicle or customize it whatever. It's all about money, but what makes it from the factory a custom? Is it supposed to sound better, play better? What benefit are you getting for almost twice the price?
Well, generally there's different pickups, different setups for the pickups, different options as far as tones. Sometimes a differently cut neck. Sometimes the body's cut different a little bit. All sorts of different shit, man. Like especially like this one here, right? Let's see if I can show you a comparison to it. So generally, you have your aux input right on the front here, right? Same as with mine back here. But then you go to this one.
It's on the bot.
It's on the side, just like it is with the Les Paul.
I would consider that the bot. It's the bottom of the gate. If that was on a stand, that's the bot.
But it's also the side, dude. Because it's
But
not
it's-
necessarily on the bot, dude. It's at the 40.
But it's
at
still
the corner, dude.
It's literally
It's the bottom corner.
It's at which is still the bot, dude. Like, what do you mean?
But it's also the side, dude.
But not
It's where
really.
they meet, bro.
No, dude, I think where the bot and the side meets is right here, Mabes, dude.
They can't even see where you're pointing.
Yeah,
It makes no
but
difference
you
to them.
can, and it proves you're wrong.
It's right where it
Okay,
is, dude. You're pointing right
and
where
it
it's
ain't
at.
where it ain't.
But it is.
Right.
But it is where it is.
And it's not where it's not.
But
But
where
it's
it
still
is.
on the bot.
corner.
It's still bottom corner. You can't be in the corner without being
Okay.
the bottom corner.
But
It's
how
not
about
at
this,
the top
bro?
corner.
But how about this, bro?
Tell
when
me.
you're playing it, now it's here. It's on the side.
No, because
Yeah, dude, that's
this
the
is the
side,
bot
dude.
of the.
That's the
No,
side now. It's the side.
Tell
now,
me how.
Now this is the bottom.
Is this how you put your guitar on the stand? No.
Doesn't matter
No.
what it looks
yes,
like
it
when
does.
it's on the stand.
Because
no,
this is
dude.
how the guitar is
No, dude.
when it's being a guitar
Dude,
on a stand,
well,
which means that is the bot.
Maybe I'm
Leave it
hanging-
in the
maybe I
comment
wanna
section
hang it
below.
on the wall, dude.
Process.
Then
You're
I'm
not
hanging
though.
this way.
You're
I
not.
might.
You ain't
I
got the
might.
wall space. Process. Leave it in the comment section below that's the bot, dude. That I'm right about it being the bot, dude. I know a good bot when I see one, dude. You know what I'm saying? And that's the bottom of the gate. It's not the side. It's the bot. Regardless of if you like it or not, dude. I have spoken.
This is what I want, though.
That's
I
your
know.
ideal guitar.
Yes. Like this would be
So
it,
many
dude.
emo songs are going to be played on that. Cut my life into pieces. It's a good looking gate, dude. Although, except for that super distinct seam in the middle where it doesn't even line up. I don't know what it looks like. They just copy and pasted some shit. That's what that looks like
Well, it's
to me.
two pieces of
personally.
wood glued together, and
Yeah,
they
but-
try to fucking.
Yeah,
the
but
grains are running. The
it
same
looks
direction,
backwards, bro.
But
You know,
it looks sick. Bro.
and that's supposed to be cussed.
yeah, dude. Super cussed.
Not
Completely
that
blacked
cussed.
out back.
Yeah, that's fine,
But-
dude. I got spray paint. I don't like the seam. I feel like the seam makes it look
I
cheap. It makes it look cheap. Cheap. And they don't even line up. If it lined up, that would be one thing. But the fact that there's a seam and they don't line up, there shouldn't be a seam. It should be seamless.
It's just the wood
On a
grain,
custom,
bro.
if my Wilson Combat
the wood
1911
grain, bro.
showed up with a fucking seam in it somewhere, I'd be like, "What the fuck is this for 20 and more than this money for a fucking?" No, dude, custom shop. if you don't get your plug and play, dude, they're assembling Geats, dude. They're not even customizing them, dude.
Oh, man.
These are actually, the custom ones are all the fucked up ones that they couldn't fucking put together because it looked bad. And they're like, yo, it's custom. And everybody's like, ho, dude, it's custom. Let's pay 18 times the price. We got to talk to Parker, but was it Parker?
Yeah,
Parker Denny. What was his name? Not his name. His number? 8675309. We got to learn how to play that. And also Heat of the Moment by Asia. I don't care what anybody says.
It's all sorts of doxing me right there.
Yeah. Parker Denny. Email Parker_Denny, DENNY, at Sweetwater.com. 800-222-4700, extension 3509. Shout out to Parker Denny.
Yeah.
If you do want to collaborate, we are musicians in the works, right? Musicians in the works. In the very least bit, we appreciate it. And we're learning, we're growing, we're playing, and we're here.
I'm also apparently learning how to record a podcast.
Right. But me too. I still have no idea. I just know how to push the button and then push the button again. That's the extent. It works though.
Yeah.
I feel like, speaking of which, again, this is the eighth podcast.
Yes.
And we've reached 100 subs, which again, very much so appreciated to you guys. We love you guys. Thank you so much for that. On the 10th podcast,
yeah,
I almost think as like a, not a centennial type of thing or whatever, but like maybe we should do the 10th podcast live on the Shooting the Poop podcast.
Yeah.
You know,
we can do that.
And then
it would have to air later, obviously, but
why is that?
What do you mean?
Oh yeah.
Instead of doing it at 4 in the afternoon, we
right.
got jobs and shit.
Right, we do have jobs. I forget. I'd be forgetting.
4 o'clock on
We got-
Wednesday. Like
I'd be forgetting.
we got jobs and shit, bro.
We do
like,
be having some jobs.
We both be
and
having
shit.
some jobs, dude.
It's fucked up. Somebody's got to pay the bills around here.
Yo.
Fucking jobs and shit. Fuck a job, like Stitches the rapper all the time. Fuck a job. But we do be having jobs. We do. I forgot about that for a second. I was like, we could just podcast for a living, dude. All of a sudden, we're the Paul brothers.
Oh,
the fuck out of here. Even douchier though.
We need a few more hundreds of thousands of subs for
And dollars.
that. Yeah.
Millions. But yeah.
If we got a few 100,000 subs, I think we can
No, easily.
podcast for a living.
Yeah, if we podcasted for a living, which we could podcast for a living, by the time we're 86,
Yeah.
we would have accumulated at least 50,000 subs.
Yeah.
At least if we compare it to the growth rate of my personal channel. So by then,
We're already surpassed your growth rate of your channel,
Right,
though. You
right.
know, so.
right, and with no help or aid from the
No,
original
none at all.
channel
No,
whatsoever,
none at
so
all, man.
completely on its own.
Yeah, completely natural. Organic, I would
Right.
say.
Yeah, it's like non-GMO, this
Yeah,
podcast,
yeah.
I would say. I would argue, personally.
Bullshit, we both be eating hella GMOs.
Hella GMOs, dude. You can tell, dude. I look like a GMO, dude. You know, I can't even spell it, neither.
Tell them GMOs.
Right, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's
man.
fucked up.
It really is.
God, so is this podcast. I don't know why people turn... Is this even
This
podcast?
is not...
Is this even technically a podcast?
I mean, technically not, really.
Why,
I mean,
though? What defines a podcast? Look up the
generally a
definition of a
podcast is
dude.
generally going to be,
Tell me what a podcast is.
mainly
I don't give a fuck. This is a podcast if
an
I say
audio
it is.
recording.
Yeah, and they could just close their eyes. You know, dude, that's a podcast. Fuck you guys.
What is the definition of a podcast? An episodic series of digital audio files the user can download to a personal device to listen to at a time of their choosing.
Yeah, it's a podcast.
But it's audio files.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just download the audio, I guess, but that's
Can you
just...
even
ain't that
download
wrong?
this off of YouTube?
There are ways.
How?
It's not legal ways, but there are ways.
Yeah, but I thought, like... Either way. How come we're not on iTunes then, or whatever the fuck? Shooting the Poop Podcast. Leave it in the comment section below if we deserve to be on Spotify for $90 million a year. iTunes, which fuck them. Wherever. What are other podcasts? We should be on Sirius XM. I feel like we would be... We're like...
us on the radio.
Yeah, we're like the fucking... We're like Howard Stern, and you're like the black bitch. I'm Howard Stern. She was good. Or you're like the with the other dude that does coke all the time. They probably all do coke all the time. Fucking the dude. I think he's dead now, actually.
So I'm either a black bitch or doing coke, or both.
Well, most of the time. But yeah.
Oh man.
That's why the people come here.
Yeah. Coke or black bitches.
Right. Either way. I feel like this constitutes as a podcast. We should. This is the thing. What does it fucking take to get our own website, dude?
I mean, depends on
but
how
like a legit
website
where we could sell product, where we could host videos, where we like. I want our shit to be like the T-Rex Arms website, where we could do, even if we get shut down everywhere, we own our shit and we could do whatever the fuck we want on our shit. But I don't know how to run that shit. I don't know how to build that shit. I'm willing to pay for that shit, but I don't think we're worth that shit. But we should have that shit in case. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I mean, eventually, too, they could probably... Oh, my goodness. My goodness gracious. You got too much shit on the fucking podcasting table, all right? There's way too much. It's like a fucking OSHA hazard. But, and leave it in the comment section below, too, if you guys do know if you are... Because I am technologically ill-inclined. And I am not a rich man by any means, but I know a good investment when I see one. And if it's the Shooting the Poop podcast, I'll tell you what, it might be the best investment I've ever made. I made a little money off.
Keep that in mind, Parker.
Yeah, right, dude. But like I'm willing to spend some months, dude. Because I don't want to be fucking silenced. I don't want to be cut off. I don't. We were talking about YouTube earlier, doing some fuck shit. They changed everything. You can no longer even. Choose the thumbnail for your shorts, and shorts are where a lot of views take place, but then I'm also shadow banned and demonetized and all that shit. Like, I literally could show you, but it's illegal, or not illegal, but like it's against their terms and policies to show you the actual back page, like what I see as a content creator. You're not allowed to show that to other people, and if you do, you could actually get banned completely. Which is bullshit, because if I could show you what's going on, that would just be a pure, and like other people are aware of like what's going on, but like it's fucked up. It's really fucked up. Extremely. But like if you had your own platform, your own, and I know it takes a lot, especially if you want to put videos and audio and shit, that takes up a lot of storage. You got to have good servers. Like the site could crash. You know, it's God forbid you're doing like a Black Friday sale, and like there's a hell of people fucking with you and buying all your shit, and then like your site crashes. Like, I don't know how to fucking fix it. The fuck am I gonna do? Like, I'll be on the phone and shit like, I'm sorry, I really appreciate your support in business, but I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, you know, so...
I know, to an extent, some shit, but no.
Like, could we get a GoDaddy fucking whatever and be good? And do what we want to do? Or how does that happen? Do you know somebody that could do this?
That depends on
Can any of y'all do this? We're trying to be INDPE. What the fuck? INDP. What? It's. I've been drinking, but we're trying to be independent. God dang, fought for our independence. INDP. INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? That's a shout out to people that know that song existed. I'm surprised you know what that song existed. I thought that was too young for you, or too old for you, or whatever the fuck.
Motherfucker, you're too old for me. Fuck out my house.
INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? Or do you know what that's? I don't know. How does it go? Do you know what that means?
I have no clue.
You never heard the song?
No.
Then what are you laughing about? Like, you know what
you're a dumbass can't spell independent.
I've been drinking. I'm on the spot. You know, and I spelled it a couple times. But yeah, that's like, this is why people come here, and we don't give a fuck.
Why though?
I have no idea. It's probably just
why do we have 100 subscribers?
It's like going to the circus. It's going to the circus. You're the bearded lady, and clearly I'm the lion or the tiger or whatever, just fucking lurking about, dude. You know.
I know how to spell.
Yeah. You don't have to when you're that ferocious.
Yeah.
With the fucking That was my Tiger impression, by the way, in case anybody knew or wanted to know. But what does it take, though, to have a website to that? Have you ever looked into it?
I mean, you can go through like the GoDaddy and server hosting programs like that.
But then you're beholden upon it.
So
And then what if they don't like that politically?
A monthly
and then what if,
fee and stuff like that for
I think
all
you
that
are
shit.
regardless for the upkeep and shit. Because nobody's sitting there like Mr. Guns and Gear and whoever the fuck else. Lucas from T-Rex Arms is not sitting there.
But he also might have people doing it for him too. At that point, depending on how much you got behind you and shit, you know. Like you can set up your own servers, you know.
But how?
You can it's basically just a computer with a shit ton of fucking storage. It's expensive as hell because you got to get really, really capable machines. Like, you're probably talking 10, 15K at least for a simple server.
A simple server?
Yeah.
That's the S channel.
So, it can get fucking nuts. But, like, there's people
and
that
also,
spend
real quick, I don't want to
on a
cut you off.
fucking
I don't want to
Minecraft
cut you off.
server.
But he always claims that he has no idea about this kind of shit.
I don't know how to run it. Like, I know how you would do it.
But you've obviously
but I would not be able to set one up myself.
You've looked into it more than I.
People who have
and
servers
understand what they're saying. Because when I watch computer videos, because I've watched
I make
some
you watch them
computer
too.
videos. Yeah,
like,
and I
we'll
tried
be chilling
to,
on the couch
but I'm
and
like, nah, dude. If it doesn't go bang and like click clack when you do this and fucking it's got a spring in it, I don't know nothing about it. Like I don't. So but I would love to learn. I really would. Like I'm interested in it. I should know if I knew how. And I'm not trying to sound cocky because I'm typically a really humble dude, but like if I knew how to work a computer, y'all need to watch out. Okay, y'all.
Like how amazed you were at the fact that the numbers matched on the notes that we made before the podcast.
Crazy. You were amazed too. Don't act like it was just me.
I was questioning whether or not it did actually work like that because it should, and it did. But like, it looked like I was a wizard, bro. Like you were looking at me like, what the hell is this, dude? It's never happened
like that for me ever before.
Looked at me like I was about to be right next to Prison Mike on my pedal fighting off the Dementors.
It looked like it, dude. It looked like it, honestly. You guys had the same handkerchief on. With the fucking, like, I'm just saying, dude. We should have a website because then we're unstoppable to a point, right? More like Paul Harrell, it's velocity based up until a point.
I mean, I've made a couple websites before.
Like a Zanga? I had a Zanga too.
Shout
out to Zanga back. Do you remember Zangas, dude?
No.
You don't remember Zangas?
No.
It was like XAA. It was like your own personal blog website that you could post. I believe music too. It was kind of like before MySpace.
Yeah.
And like you could have, I don't know, maybe pictures or something, but like mostly text, and you could have music playing on your page and like different shit, and you could interact with people. And that was like the OG like social media. I mean, there's probably shit before that, but from my time, I remember the Zangas, dude. And I had a Zanga, and like and then all of a sudden there was MySpace and Facebook and everything else. But that's crazy, dude.
No, we had to make like
because that was kind of like a website
in high school and shit. We had to legitimately make our own websites. We had our own fucking URLs you could go to and shit. Your own fucking domain names, whatever.
Do you still have your fucking thing? Could you still log on and do some shit?
Probably, but it'd probably take me like hours to remember the passwords and shit for the shit. Like I don't even know. Plus, it's been so long. I don't know. They might have wiped it from their fucking servers, anyways. But
I thought once it's on the internet, it's on the internet for good.
No, so it's because it's stored somewhere. Okay, so your data is stored somewhere. It's not in your computer. Once it's on the internet, it's somebody else's servers that's hosting that, that's holding that.
But
and
who is just hosting the internet, though? Like overall.
Everybody.
Right. But who is in control of all the files?
No one person is.
I feel like if anybody is, it's the government.
Google holds a shit ton of it.
Yeah.
But
too
they
much
have fucking hella information on everybody.
On everybody. Even down to the keystrokes.
Yeah.
Like you could be, because there's apps and shit to like get around like your shit being ever remembered of it being typed in until they fucking access the keystrokes that were fucking made at this time on this date. Like the shit is real, dude. Like they could literally, they could hack into the shit and probably already are. Right now. Watching us through our own camera.
Yeah.
So
they spent a lot of money on.
Fuck them.
But
with an AIDS stick.
Yeah.
A lot of them. But, it's crazy though. It's crazy. But with the YouTube censorship and the thing, like we talked about, the senators calling for like banning on 3D printing shit as far as like YouTube is concerned. And there's tons of 3D printing content that has nothing to do with guns, has nothing to do with anything like that. And so it's going to affect more than just, us type of people.
Yep.
Which is fucked up. It shouldn't affect anybody. Again, YouTube, the whole premise behind YouTube is it's about you.
Yeah.
You.
You'd
right?
think
And
so,
within reason, if you're not posting fucking child pornography or ISIS videos or whatever crazy
even
shit
ISIS
like
videos are okay these days.
ISIS
and the child pornography.
No, that's what they
it's
favor.
all over the place.
That's what they want. That's what they're pushing. But somebody telling you to think for yourself or exercise your rights or be self-sufficient, nope, can't do it.
How dare you?
God forbid. God forbid here in this country
freely.
or any country. If you're not regurgitating the force-fed agenda, you're wrong. So, and YouTube and all these other social media platforms are all in cahoots, right? The Facebooks, the Instagrams, the Twitters, the whatevers the fucks, right?
Yep.
And they're all on the same team, and they're all against people like me, you, probably you out there if you're watching this.
I don't know about Parker though.
Yeah, we don't know about Parker yet.
I don't know him that well.
He was an entomologist.
He was,
and I don't know what side of the political aisle. But we accept you either way. That's the thing about us here. We are freedom oriented, and we believe that you have the freedom to believe and think and whatever this shit that you want to, whether it agrees with us or not. And we're willing to talk to you.
Don't fuck with me.
Yeah, leave me alone. If I'm not fucking with you, don't fuck with me, because you could be gay and smoke crack, but just let me be over here with my guns and shit. And like nobody fucks with nobody. Nobody's sucking dick. Nobody's fucking smoking crack. Although you could get a free crack pipe from the president apparently. Yeah. Probably the president's son, I think, is the one who they delegated to dish him out.
He's supplying them. He's got plenty of them.
Right.
So he's got plenty to go
There's
around.
enough to go around, right, to feed the whole populace of crack pipe smokers. But yeah, I mean, like that's the. We're in 2022, and you can't even write a movie. You can't even write a movie that's as absurd as reality right now.
Yeah.
Which is the scariest part about it all. Like, it's a joke. Like, we could sit here and be like, oh, yeah, like, we're all fucked. But, like, we really are all fucked.
Yeah.
Unless you choose to do something about it. And there's no such thing as too late. And, whatever. But, goddamn. Like, this is... I almost feel like we're the fucking Truman Show. Like, us specifically. Just me and you. Like, we're like, somewhere all around the world, people are watching us just live our pathetic, measly, little, stupid lives. And just critiquing everything that we do. And we're the only ones that are not in on the joke. Yeah. That's what it feels like. Because, to me, at least, this can't be reality. Right? At least in this country,
it
right?
Makes no
Supposedly,
sense to how it could be.
So that's what bothers me is like, what? So either way, that all depends on the future. Okay, all depends on us. If you're watching this and you believe in freedom, regardless of what freedom you believe in, if you believe in some sort of freedom for somebody somewhere. You should fight for that, because not everybody is, and the more people that are, the better chances we have of maintaining those freedoms. So you could fight for your gay rights, you could fight for your right to do drugs and smoke crack and whatever, and I'm all for it. None of that shit should be illegal. Nothing should be illegal other than harming other people. Okay? And at that point, those people that are being harmed should be well armed and perfectly capable of dispensing the due justice upon thee. Like, if you're breaking in my house at 3 o'clock in the morning to smoke the crack that you're legally allowed to smoke, I'm going to shoot your ass, right? Because, like, you're not going to... I'm not doing any... You brought yourself into my arena. And once the curtains close, bro, the game is on, and we're giving the people a show. So, like, we could fight it out in the old... what was the shit in the Roman time? The
Colosseum.
The Colosseum, dude. We'll be in the Colosseum, dude. Be like fucking... for Sparta, and just fucking kick them down the stairs and give them the coup de grace. You can't do that. That's against it. But in theory, right? In a free society, in a moral and just society, I would argue.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. So you are only as free as you are freely living. Okay, so these laws, everybody's so afraid to go against the grain. Everybody's so afraid because we've been indoctrinated since birth to respect authority, whether it be the teachers, the policemen, the firefighters, the whatever. And I'm all for it. The people that are actually care about people and are putting their lives on the line and doing good shit for society.
Yeah.
But the second you stray from that in the least bit, like the second that a police officer goes against the oath that he swore to the Constitution to uphold and protect it and serve the people, not the state, like if you do that, how you're supposed to do it, all for it, back the blue. My blue line will be as thin as they come if that's what you're about. But the second you deviate in the least bit, and I understand that nobody's perfect, right? Nobody's perfect, and everybody fucks up and I was just doing my job. That's what the fucking SS soldiers and the Nazis were doing. So, and we see what's going on. They fucking almost killed a lady in Canada with the fucking horse trampling. They're fucking running up on motherfuckers in full kit, night vision during the day. I don't understand. Bump helmets, fucking.
And they finally got a chance to use it.
Right. Yeah, right. Fucking Canada, dude. Canada's lucky they're fucking attached to us.
Yeah.
Like, you know? So
imagine if Canada bordered Russia.
If Canada was
like
just
even
they're lucky
Canada was
they
got
island.
Us as a buffer between them and Russia.
No, that's the biggest buffer they've ever seen.
Like, they're lucky.
But this is the thing, though, and we could get mad at fucking Trudeau and at fucking Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and all these other names that are going to get this channel completely on a ban list. We could get mad at all those people, but it's not even those people. It's far deeper than that. And that's what the people, you're getting hung up on the distraction of it all. They have you fucking conversing back and forth and debating and arguing about these fucking figureheads that don't mean shit in the grand scheme of things. It's way deeper than that. You'll never hear the name. You'll never see the face. But that evil should still be combated. Like, you still have that right to get out there and live your life freely. And if you're not living your life freely, it's of your own accord. Because you, as a living, breathing, conscious human being, have the right to... You don't have to do shit just because somebody tells you to do it. You might think you have to do that. And I understand people... Like, if I have to get the jab to keep my job, and if I don't keep my job, then we're going to lose the house, and I got a wife and kids, and I get it. But at the end of the day, still, you don't have to. You are choosing that. You are choosing tyranny because it is convenient, and you will find that you reap what you sow. I will tell you that much. Sometimes the path less traveled is the right one. So, it's scary. A lot of people are losing their freedoms. All of us are losing our freedoms, but a lot of us are willingly giving them up. And that is the quickest way to tyranny that you will ever find. You have the fast pass. What do they call it? Is that the fast pass at Six Flags or fucking Orlando or whatever? You got the fast pass. Boy, you get to skip the line and you ride that roller coaster of infringement. And there's a lot of loop-de-loops, and you ain't getting past none of them. I don't, you might get, it's like Final Destination. Somebody's getting decapitated, and it's not the people that should be, in the town square in front of we the people. But I digress, per usual. But like just that, and we're completely...
3D printed guillotines?
3D printed guillotines. Not only 3D printed geets, but 3D printed guillotines is where the next...
Might take a while.
How sharp do we have... How could you even sharpen that to the extent...
as long as you got enough weight. Yeah, it doesn't really need to be that sharp.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and if anything, it shouldn't be. Yeah. Make them feel every bit of that. They deserve that, motherfuckers.
How much filament would you need?
Imagine that we're domestic tourists right now. We're just taking a cross-country trip. Yeah. Domestic tourists.
I'm just talking about Halloween decorations.
No, of course. Yeah. And sick, slicing pumpkins,
pumpkins,
which are usually of a thicker skin, a hide, if you will.
And they're still alive, so they feel it all.
Living, right? Yeah, and you would like to be considerate
Plants have feelings too.
Plants have feelings too.
All you vegetarians, the plants are alive,
right,
man.
Dude,
You're still taking a life.
Go vegans or whatever, right?
No, they're still killing things.
Yeah,
man.
dude, that's awful.
Just killing plants, bro.
That's
they have feelings.
When you think about it, dude, that's
Trees
fucked up.
feel, bro.
Dude.
They do.
And they have scars,
pain,
bro.
bro.
Emotional scars, dude.
Oh.
Are you kidding me, man?
How dare you?
God, they're even worse than us eating animals.
I know, exactly.
Because there's more trees than there are animals, dude.
Yeah.
I'll bet you that. Right? It sounded good though, right? There's probably a lot of trees. Without trees, we couldn't survive.
There's a lot of trees.
There's a lot of fucking trees.
There's like at least
including,
a solid 10 birds per tree, I'd say. Just on average.
I don't know about every tree.
And all the birds are government birds, anyways. They don't really exist.
Birds don't exist.
They aren't real.
Birds
ever seen
fake.
a baby pigeon? I am.
Nobody's seen a baby pigeon ever.
Dude.
Leave it in the comment section below if you've seen a baby pigeon.
Now, all you people that breed pigeons, like that's a different story. You're working with the feds,
right?
But like,
we know you've never.
Have you ever seen a baby pigeon just walking down the street and just see a baby pigeon sitting on the sidewalk or something?
I've never seen one once.
Not once.
Tell you the truth.
Not once.
Never once.
Not once.
No.
They don't exist.
I honestly don't think that they do. They're not. The dude in the van has it. He's got it covered.
He does.
He's going.
He does.
State to. Where's he even out of?
I don't know.
He's going. Is it America though? At least
I don't know.
State to state, I believe. In America, this dude driving around a fucking white van that says birds are not real.
Yeah.
And he gets on top of that white van and proclaims to the populace, the masses that will listen, about how birds are government birds. And honestly, I think he's got a convincing story.
They might.
You know what I'm saying? It adds up. Maybe not all birds.
I'm not confirmed. I'm not saying for sure.
Listen, 100%. I will say this: 100% for sure. Not all birds are government. Well, they might be, but some of the birds are government birds. We've known this since like World War I.
There's a good number of government birds out there.
Government birds,
and
government dolphins.
Dude, the government dolphins are confirmed.
Government cats,
those are confirmed.
Government fucking bees and bugs and different shit. Like literally, they have this shit.
You need to talk to Parker about the bees and bugs, dude.
The birds and the bees.
Dude, what?
That's the government birds and the bees.
You want me to talk to Parker about?
I don't know.
He's an entomologist, bro.
He did slide. Well, he would know about the bees. Then.
Exactly.
And then he did slide in
tell us about the
to your DM. So maybe he wants to talk about the birds and the bees, dude.
Maybe, dude. Parker, we're on to you.
Yeah.
It's even funnier as soon as it goes live, I'm sending you a link to this.
Yeah.
And I hope you watch it this far in.
Right.
And realize how much of a mistake you made calling my ass. Though I appreciate it.
Yeah. He might even get half a person doing business with him too because of the promotion
that
we've bestowed upon him.
There might be, man.
You know?
There might.
I like to feel like we have charisma.
Yeah.
You know, and character. But
I'm going to send him a link. He's going to call me and tell me never mention his name again.
Right, dude. Right, dude. He got fired from his job because of it. That would be fucked up, dude. That would be fucked up. Hopefully this doesn't happen, Parker. We love you. We appreciate your
He did not tell me to do this, just to make this clear. Right. Okay, this is of my own accord. He just did his job. Being a great salesman.
Can't play on a chord on a guitar, but this is of his own accord. Yeah. He doesn't even own a Honda.
Don't say that shit.
You know?
Oh, man. But no, he might get fired. I'm sorry.
Hopefully not.
If you do,
and if you don't get fired, we would love a discount on Seafoam Fender Strats, not the Mexican ones,
and Gibson SGs,
the real ones, and Gibson SGs.
Maybe a couple of pedals.
Yeah, and maybe custom pick guards, whammy bars,
some new amps. You know, just
we can get some. What's the ones that start with the
mics?
M?
They got mics.
What's the ones that start with the M?
Marshalls, dude.
Marshalls. We need Marshall amps, the big ones that like.
We need the cabinets,
dude.
We need the amp cabinets, dude.
Yeah. That would be the whole wall.
They also
you have to stick the patches to the fucking front of the amps.
They also got recording mics and shit, dude.
We need mics. We're podcasting.
They need the fucking. They got the fucking.
I do a live stream every Sunday night, 8:30
man.
Central Standard Time ish on the Terribly Tactical channel.
And that's actually got viewers.
Some of them.
Unlike this.
Not much more than this channel. Not much, really. Honestly, in the grand scheme.
Yeah. You have more subs though.
Yeah, but.
I'll have more subs.
They never started. I got out of fucking 20,000 almost subs. I got fucking. I think last live chat said 30 people. 30 people concurrently.
Yeah.
But they usually get a few hundred views or whatever, but depending.
Afterwards.
But I'm also shadow banned and demonetized because I talk about freedom and the powers that should not be in the ivory towers do not believe in such things. So they do their best.
But a review would probably be monetized though.
What?
So. A Geet review, dude.
No, I could
100%.
post I could post anything on my channel. I could literally post a video of me sitting by like a pond, not saying a word, and
that's
just recording ducklings.
You should look like you and shit, bro.
But like I wouldn't even be in the video, and
but
it would
like,
be
they're gonna see a
demonetized,
reflection
shadow
shit
banned.
in the water.
I hate seeing the reflection in the water. It makes you think of yourself, dude. You're like,
it's problematic.
So ugly and unsuccessful. You know, when you really get down.
You know what I just thought about too?
Tell me.
I'm gonna send Parker the link to this video, and the
block
first scene in this video is going to be
go
fart on a dick.
It's nothing personal, but you probably haven't made it that far to realize.
I mean,
you're gonna have to let him know in the message.
Almost 2 hours into this, he's definitely not watching this whole. But if he does,
should, though.
if
Parker,
he does,
on the strength of entomology alone.
Come on, man.
If you've ever believed in a bug,
we can talk about some bugs, bro.
Right.
I got some bugs.
You got rid of some bugs. I'm
surprised
that you got rid of the bugs. Explain the getting rid of the bugs.
I was downsized, bro. I want to get rid of the Death Stalkers.
Why?
You know, because I got a kid on the way, and those motherfuckers get loose. Goodbye. You know.
Okay, but why are you still okay with them getting loose when I'm here? Because I'm not okay with that.
I am.
And in theory, you just built a whole fucking contraption to contain them.
They aren't going to get loose as
That's
they are
what he
now.
Says now.
Okay, as they are now. Problem is, kids run around, knock shit over or something, and all of a sudden now the thing falls, cage breaks open.
Kids shouldn't be allowed in the stew.
Probably not. No, but
ever.
Kids grow up and learn how to use door handles.
Yeah, and then you fucking put a lock on it and reinforce the door, which should happen anyway.
Yeah, probably.
Because one of these times we're going to be filming a fucking podcast and the fucking boom, boom! And they're going to fucking have a battering ram.
Yeah.
And a little bit of reinforcement might be nice.
Yeah, maybe.
At least
there's maybe a couple extra hits before they get through.
Right. Just a little extra. That split second.
It's already taken a couple hits. So the door.
But I don't know if it's got much more left.
No, not at all. But
I don't even think it locks when you lock it, to tell you the truth.
It does. But it's one of those cheap indoor locks that just fucking...
Yeah, I could pull out my fucking debit card and crack that bitch open.
Yeah. You don't even... Not even that, bro. You could fucking put your thumbnail on that bitch and just turn it.
Yeah.
But...
It's fucked up.
I'm teaching everybody how to break into the studio.
Right, don't be breaking into the
studio. There's other doors with locks before that, though, so...
That's what he wants you to think. It's just a wide open Wild West scenario.
Yeah,
just take what you want.
There's actually nothing outside of this room. This is just in the middle of the field.
This is like a Tom McDonald stage set for his music.
We're actually outside right now.
Right. The whole time.
Yeah. We're lucky it's not raining right now.
We have a really nice Mr. Buddy.
It's the real reason we didn't record yesterday.
Directional. Right. There was poop shooting all over the place.
There was.
From what I saw. And I didn't even get to see it in person. No. And I almost wanted to, but not really.
No, you did not.
But like just...
Nobody wants to see that. Fucking shout out to plumbers, man.
Yeah.
Like, you be dealing with that shit and with somebody else's shit. Like somebody you don't even know.
Right.
I'm sorry. I couldn't even... And that's... I probably should have... I probably should have called a plumber for that job.
That would have been $1,500 easy.
But I couldn't do it to somebody. I could not have somebody else deal with my shit. Like, I'd feel bad. I would honestly feel bad doing that to somebody.
And honestly, probably not even his poops, but Cheyenne's poops were probably that bad.
Yeah,
she probably, I would argue, I don't know, but I would argue that Cheyenne probably has worse poops.
It's not even the fact that they're worse. There's just so much of it. Why is she so full of shit?
That's exactly where I was going with
exactly, but it's terrifying. It's
accurate, though. It's an accurate
horrifying.
Right.
Like, her eyes are brown.
Right.
I tell her all the time because she's full of shit.
Right.
Like...
Right. We have blue eyes like normal.
But somehow,
even though blue,
it depends on the day. Yeah, blue, green, gray, it all depends.
He's by Iowa or whatever the fuck.
It's called Hazel, sir.
Get the fuck out of here. It's the most... sound like a coffee. Get the fuck out. Coffee eye.
Hazelnut. But how is she so full of shit that her eyes are brown when all she ever does is shit?
Right.
Like at least 3-4 times a day. Like that's unhealthy.
She's got a healthy colon, I suppose.
I mean, I don't.
There's sometimes I don't even shit in one day.
I know, man.
You know.
Like yesterday, I'll admit I didn't shit. I was tired of dealing with it. I couldn't even be around any more shit yesterday. It just could not happen.
Right. He was bottling up.
So I would need to close this out soon so that I can get this video edited and then go take a shit.
You're right.
But
then if you got to poops, dude, by all means. That's what this is all
it's not,
about.
It's not necessarily right now, but I will have to shit tonight before I go to bed.
Well, hopefully.
So,
at some point.
on that note, to spare me, the brown note. We talked about that once.
Can we play that on the guitar?
I don't know what the brown note is the problem.
We're gonna have to research.
I don't want
now
to.
that we have the
I'm gonna research that while I'm taking a shit, just in case it does actually work.
It might help.
But if it does work though, like I would like to be on the toilet. And end the Shooting the Poop podcast talking about poop.
Episode 8.
Episode
10. We are going live. I think, right?
I'm down with it, but again, it's gonna have to be later.
Right. So
probably shoot for the 8:30 again, like we do with the normal live streams this time on a Wednesday.
I don't know if maybe 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
I might not get home till around that time.
Now, do you want to do it live like we normally run the lives, or do you want to do it live here?
I feel like we should do it live here, which would mean that we could do it a little bit earlier even.
So then the issue is it would be difficult to have guests as far as other people on the podcast.
Why is that?
Because
I thought you had your own Shooting the Poop podcast.
Yes.
What?
But headphones. How are you going to be able to hear the motherfuckers?
You don't have a second set of headphones?
Well, not that I can plug into this shit.
I could probably
get a splitter. So I'd have to do that. Which we got fucking 2 weeks now to figure that out. So we could figure it out.
Yeah, let me know what I owe you for a split. But would that work though?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Like we would be able to have individual headsets.
Yes.
But one mic?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
That wouldn't like reverberate weird?
It shouldn't.
I don't know.
It shouldn't.
I have no idea.
I'm not sure either. But we got 2 weeks to figure it out.
We should.
See what
Amazon
the fuck we're doing
Prime.
this way. Yeah.
Fuck those commies, but sometimes
necessary
that's
evil
it.
sometimes.
Yeah.
But
I hate that phrase, but yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, we appreciate you being here. Check all the links in the description box below, especially the first 3. What's his name?
Shout out to Parker. Parker Dent.
Peter Parker. He might. I've never seen him and Spider-Man in the same room.
It might be.
Dude.
It might
it's
be.
undercover, dude.
Was
an entomologist, dude. What? It's all coming together, bro.
We're on to you, bro.
We're on to you,
on
dude.
you, man.
If he doesn't watch it all the way through, I'm gonna be disappointed. Leave it in the comment section below, Parker, if you watch this all the way through.
Please do. Just.
That's perfect. You can't beat that. Can't beat that.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we're the fuck out of here.
Thank you for being here. We love you.
Peace.